Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of A Tale of Dice, where we are very tired and we bicker about who is the party tank.
Me.
I am your dungeon daddy, Wouter Bouwman, and I am gathered here today with a couple of nerds of the Netherlands to play a beautiful game of Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So, that was all the energy that I have for today.
Goodbye. Have a nice weekend.
It has been fun, but no, we will deal with the shenanigans of the pack in just a short while. And right now, we have Maxime back.
Yay!
So this time, we actually have the full party at the ready to play this beautiful game for the first time at an actual table, which is applause-worthy, I feel. So,
Golf club.
as always, we will have technical difficulties, but you as viewers need to point them out to us so we can fix them. Up until now, though, it seems that you guys can actually hear us, which is a big improvement of next week. So, last week, Jesus.
It's always nice when you look at the chat and it's not full of messages saying continue.
Or rip ears.
Yep.
Rip ears.
Oh, and Eve, thank you so much for your subscription of 30 months.
I know, right?
Why do you keep paying us? You're already here.
Yeah. Because I don't have many goals in life, but keeping this stream going is one of them.
Yay. Hell yeah. Well, without further ado then, shall we keep this stream busy and shall we play a game?
He said the words!
Da, ksh, da, 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 pff, da, da, da.
And we're back. So, to jump back into our game. Last we left off, our heroes, known as the Pack, had saved the vast city of Farwater from a aboleth and crystal plague infestation. And to celebrate this endeavor, they have now gathered within one of the big fortresses of the city, known as the House of Trade, to attend a feast in their honor. Here, they are gathered together with clergy, noblemen, and other people of interest that all seem to have their eyes out for our pack members. Last week, our good friend Kroon over here had already seen and found and interacted with a dwarven lady who represented the Seor Conglomerate, a large guild that might have some work for the pack. But next to that, this feast had also been put in place as a place to basically tell the nobility of Farwater what the actual fuck was going on with the Crystal Plague and how the Cerulean Circle, the mages guild that Tarush is a part of, had fixed all of this. So, as you are gathered in this vast cathedral-like hall with tables full of beautiful and delicious foods and drinks on the sides, with a vast open space in the middle and a stage at the very back, you now see that the Weave Grandmaster, Vade Fenice, the boss of Tarush, so to speak, here in the city, together with your companion Lyra Dracos, is stepping onto the stage to address what exactly had been transpiring. And as Lyra takes the stage, she begins to tell basically of all of your endeavors, and begins to speak of the implications of the temple that you had found underneath the waters of the water basin that the city uses. And while this is going on, all of you can see that she has already done some work. Olam, you also hear her speak of the crystals that have been found there, and how they are interacting with a other group that the Empire is known for, known as the Spellbreakers. By the way, at the sound of this, everybody that is trained in society can go ahead and roll a check if you know anything about the Spellbreakers.
17?
17,
24.
24. Very well.
I'm not trained in society.
Very well. Crowan, in your hometown of Torsica, you have had some dealings with the Spellbreakers. It is a organization that, pretty much like your previous job, hunted evil magic users. And they are employed and stationed across the Empire on key locations where vast magical means are found. Tarouche, you would also know, with the 24, that the Spellbreakers were originally a branch of the Eurasian Empire military, but eventually broke off due to some political struggles, and then started basically their own mercenary guild, which is still on sort of good footing with the Empire, but them basically starting off on their own did leave a sour taste in the mouth of the Emperor and the rest of the nobility over there. But she speaks in detail on your endeavors, on the origins of the Aboleth, not leaving too much detail out to basically make sure that everybody is okay with the amount of information that is given. But she is also withholding some information here and there. For example, she is very vague on the origins of the temple that you had found. Well, you pretty much know that it is a temple of like some sort of ancient draconic worshipping. She leaves that sort of information out, and basically it is just a but
I was specifically sent here to find that information, so my boss would know that, right?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
If we take a short flashback to like the last couple of days, you would have been working here and there at moments with the Cerulean Circle, with Lyra and the rest of the guild to ascertain what the hell actually is going on over there. So you would know that your boss knows this very well. But apparently this is information that is best kept out of the public eye. And eventually she actually concludes with, and in so doing, I have decided, as you have found, to take up station once again within the Cerulean Circle, and further research into the whereabouts of the Aboleth, known as the Shepherd, the temple that we have uncovered, and whatever forces might be the cause of all of the suffering that has been done to Farwater will be under my direct jurisdiction. With that being said, however, it would be amiss for me to not address the fact that all of this is only made possible by the efforts of the pack. The Cerulean Circle's seeker, Tarouche Dan Silvus, has blessed us with his continued efforts, and we will make sure that whatever the cause of the Crystal Plague was will be researched, uncovered, and dealt with post-haste. I thank you all for your time, and please enjoy the rest of your evening. And with that, a slight applause echoes throughout the chamber as this basic missive is given, at which point she leaves the stage, and you see a older man step forward. You would have already seen that this is the actual Lord of Farwater that also gave a couple of words before. Bartholomew Quintessent, Lord and ruler of all of Farwater and of the entire province of Silvershore, with his big, thick, white silvery beard and white silver hair. He steps forward with his cane and addresses all of you for a moment. With that being said, let us still celebrate the health and wealth of our beautiful city. To the pack, the Empire, and all of Silver Shore. Enjoy. And he steps off and lets loose. And at this moment, as everybody begins to mix and hustle and bustle a little bit, to once again reiterate, you look around and you see all kinds of different nobility, clergy, people of interest. So before we will go to the point where some people will actually step up towards you to make conversation, is there anything that you would like to do?
I have a couple of questions.
Go right ahead, Michael.
First off, did anyone during the talk mention the losses or the people like the lieutenant who were corrupted by the plague?
They did, although they didn't went into big detail. Like they didn't basically tell that like, yo, the Silver Sentinels were basically infiltrated by the enemy. They don't say that, but they do tell of that key individuals were influenced by the Crystal Plague, and that the pack had dealt with them, and that one by one you worked your way up, dealing with all of the lieutenants of the Shepherd until eventually you assaulted his lair and dealt with the threat head on.
Did she mention Vermilion?
They did not. No.
Okay. I'll keep it that way.
Those are the details that they were very vague on, like what actually happened.
Okay.
Because of course it's not important to talk about who exactly was dealt with.
And my last question would be: do I know? Because I want to bring focus to the losses of the city, because we're all happy now that the plague is gone, but there's still a lot of people who are grieving or are having trouble with what the plague has caused upon them. I was wondering, would I know when would be the best time or place to bring that up? Or like maybe make a little speech on let's just remember the dead for a minute or something like that.
Well, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Away from Vincent?
So that's a 30.
30. All right. With that, this perception check will be twofold. First off, you asked about like, hey, did they speak of Vermilion? At the point in Lyra's speech, when she begins to talk of the lieutenants that had been dealt with a natural 20 on your perception, you do hear, like off of the side, a couple of nobles just like whispering to each other. I heard that eventually House Vedius was involved. Well, that explains why they're not here at this feast today. Didn't they also lose their child? I do believe so. Would you think that they would be involved? Who knows, you know? So there are some rumors about that. And with that being said, the stage now is empty, and for a brief moment, people are still like not going about their own business. If you would like to say a couple of words, you can take the stage right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Crowan takes a couple of steps forward and steps on the stage with like the. We talked about it last week. I think that was also called a stage, right? Like you have like a. So and with the wood of the stage cracking under your weight for a moment, with your armor still on. Oh no, wait, no, you're having a beautiful outfit.
No, I chose not to wear that.
Oh, okay.
Like all these diplomacy check.
As it cracks for a moment, you almost hear the entire room just like point their attention towards your general.
Looks over at the podium and he's like, "Oh dear, what's going to happen now? My reputation is on the line, damn it."
I was. Crowan will start looking around everyone and try to basically make eye contact. It's like the pack is thankful for this feast, and it is a time to celebrate, and celebrate we shall. However, I would like to remind you that the plague has cost the city a lot. From the simple folk, and he's trying to remember what was the name of the bard that we investigated. Mira, I think it was.
Nissa, no name.
So from a simple folk like Nissa the bard to more esteemed people who fought the plague but died from it, like Vermilion from the Vergis family. All honorable deaths, all equally not to be forgotten. And yes, I'm not a man of big words or many words, but please send help or offer your assistance whenever necessary if you find them in need. Thank you.
Go ahead and make. You can make a diplomacy check, or if you are trying to like basically be mad at the people for not paying their respects to the dead, you could also make it an intimidation. But it feels like more of a diplomacy, right? Yeah.
This is tricky though because he's
27.
basically
I was
taking-
kind of lying as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but also you're taking away their chance to put out their own story, their own version of the story.
Yeah, the
you
story
know?
was already going around the day, so I was like,
And they're not there to
I
defend
get why
it.
you're doing it, but
You
it's,
should have
it's more
just
like
sent the PR person.
Thaddeus. Yeah, you should have contacted our.
I'm just saying he died of the plague, so I think that they're probably going to go with that as well.
It's a better story than the
It's
real story.
technically the truth. It's technically the truth.
So 27 on my diplomacy check.
27.
Yeah.
With that, you do see, for example, like the nobleman's eyes that you meet that were talking these rumors about House Vedius. You see them like swallow for a moment, nod. It seems that your words have rung true throughout the gathering here.
Yeah. That was my goal. I'm done.
And as you take a look, you also see the freckled, red-haired dwarven lady just like raise her glass. She takes a big gulp in remembrance of the dead.
Yeah.
And with that, the mood shifts a little bit from like a decadent feast to a gathering with at least like a remembrance of the lives that were lost.
Yeah.
So, just to check, Fede Fenice, he was the Grand Weave Master that also hired me to collect the Soul Stone, right? Or didn't hire, but
No, that was Master Jack. That was
my bad. I remember now.
yeah. So that was a order brought all the way from a very other province even,
Yeah.
which was a little bit of a
Unorthodox.
unorthodox
situation.
thing
Yeah.
to like broadcast a mission of the Cerulean Circle so wide and to just like cast such a wide net that even from another of the core provinces all the way to one of the other core provinces.
Yeah, because I wasn't promised, but I would try to arrange a meeting with him afterwards, but we'll get to that later then. Cool, just making
Well,
sure.
that is one of the things on my to-do list for this feast. So with that, as Lyra steps off of the podium and joins you once again, together with Vade closely behind her, she actually says, "Which reminds me, Tarush, we also still have some business to attend to of the Cerulean Circle. My Lord Fenice?" Yes, and you see once again the fire elemental touched person with like a thick orange, almost red, fiery beard, long hair, with very large ornamental robes with shawls of the Cerulean Circle, a very imposing figure, and he hates every second of it. To needing to be like dressed up in this manner and to attend these sorts of like political games, so to speak. Yes, Tarush. It seems that your question about the mission that Master Jack has given us has not fallen onto deaf ears. He is actually quite pleased with the quick response that you were able to give his mission. The concoction that you had found capable of holding soul energy has piqued his interest. And we have attained a question outstretched to not only you but the rest of the pack to actually travel all the way to Artesia, the capital of Artelas, to meet with Master Jack and see if this work can be continued. Although, of course, as a silver dragon such as yourself, who knows where your actual path might lead?
Yes. Going home sounds like an option. Master Jack wishes to meet us in person.
It seems that he has cast a wide net and wishing to employ multiple groups of seekers to find more of these soul stones or apparatuses. So yes, he has asked you, among others, to see what kind of jobs you might take up for the Cerulean Circle as part of his branch in Artelas.
Well, he does know. I assume that it doesn't matter. An interesting offer. Thank you for notifying me, and I shall discuss it with the rest of the pack. I do have to ask one thing of you, though.
Which is...
In my absence here, keep a close eye on this one.
And then I point to Lyra.
Oh god.
She has like a one curled up corner of her mouth and she looks down for a moment.
But not too jealous. Wait, not too close. I get jealous.
Heads
Very
roll
well.
their
Too jealous,
eyes
I get
so
close.
hard they give themselves a little bit of a headache.
No, but I do mean it. She will be fine under your supervision despite the past.
You have no worries there, Tarush, speaks Lyra to you. Me and the Weave Grandmaster have spoken in depth and in length of my new working arrangements and contract, and you can be sure that I will be taken care of. That being said, though, one part of this arrangement was that while the announcement you just heard was for the general populace, there are some details that I am still allowed to disclose to the pack. Mostly Olam. She was very keen on keeping things safe. So I'd like to inform her at some point at least.
Very well. That is something we can arrange. A little meeting with the pack before we leave wherever it is that we next go.
Very well. Now, for now, I also have some other things to attend to here. A lot of people still have some questions. If you'll excuse me, Master Fenice.
Tarush kind of adjusts his far too fancy robe and gives a little nod and wink to Lyra.
We've already done our little passing around as a couple. Let me know if you need anything. Yes.
And then he walks off.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do at this moment? Olam?
Yeah, I have a to-do list.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, you're gonna get naked.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Well,
Not yet.
Not yet.
Jack didn't know that it was that sort of party.
Also,
And if alcohol
by the
was
way,
involved.
Grimboy, thank you so much for your gifted sub. Although I have to also be a little bit sad that you are no longer someone that has gifted 69
Yeah.
subs, but now you're on 70. So
It's also a good number.
420, here we come. So, Olam, what is your to-do list? What would you like to do?
well, I already did tell me when the party is nearing an ending, so I can get undressed. And I already asked Clara, who's protecting the crystals right now, but I still have to talk to Bradley Quintessence.
Ah, all right. So you take a look around the room and you see the captain of the guard that you had worked with before standing somewhere talking to some other people of interest within the Silver Sentinels. And as you begin to walk up, he makes eye contact with you, raises his glass for a moment, and says, "Olam,
Yes, Bradley, can I talk to you?
This is about to get good.
Sure.
Wh-
Will you excuse us for a moment?" And he begins to walk off with you a little bit.
It is not really important, but I just have some questions.
All right.
So I just heard you had a lot of money.
Keep it in your mouth, Charles.
I what does my wealth have to do with?
Well, it is, like I said, not really important, but I just want to know what is your money?
What is my money?
Yes.
You would like to know how rich I am.
No. No.
What is
Just
my money?
what is it? And why do you have it? Like a lot.
Are you?
I'm breaking. Get out of this shit.
Like, he peers into your eyes. Right. So my money is this, and he just like gets up a gold piece for you. Like you know what this is, right?
Yes, I have seen that.
All right. I have multiple of those. I have handed you a couple as like a reward for your work that you did, right?
Yes.
Remember that? Okay. And why do I have it?
Yes.
Because it is like you know, trading things. Like you have something and somebody else has something, and then you.
Well, yeah, they told me I can just pick something up and say it's mine.
No, that is
Except
not.
for in the forest.
Right.
But
right.
not when it is in a camp.
So, and he takes a large gulp, puts away his glass, and he basically begins to like use like the aliens guy hands. Like, okay, so the deal is that a lot of people want things, right?
It's a trickle-down economy.
Oh yeah.
No.
We're seeing this from a distance, and it's just leaning back with a glass of champagne and watching Bradley dig himself a hole.
Yep. So the thing is, a lot of people want things. And what happens then is if like I have something that you want and you have something that I want, that we can trade. And you have what you want and I have what I want. But then it becomes a little bit difficult to think about like, is that really fair? What if the thing that you want is bigger than the thing that I want? So what we came up with is like this system of worth. We basically just decided that this is worth something. And everybody agrees on that.
And is it just the gold?
We also have like these things. We also have like silver and copper.
Okay.
And we have like, don't have those on me. We also have platinum. Those were like the square shiny things that I gave you as a payment.
Yeah. And why do you have a lot?
Because I
Edge is starting to edge a little closer, just piece by piece.
Just edging closer.
Just getting closer to this conversation.
well that like many different factors. But my family already had a lot of coins,
Yes.
and they gave me some.
And
But-
they can just do that.
Well, yeah, if
Because
you have.
you have to give something back.
Well, yeah, and what I give back is like the work that I do. I make sure that the city is safe with you.
But did you always did that for your parents?
Well,
At
Could
this
you-
point,
could you
Edge,
tell me-
Edge puts a hand on Alon's shoulder and just says, "I think you're giving him a headache, dear. Why don't we talk about this some other
Okay,
time?"
but I do have two other questions.
I do feel like this rich nobleman is far too patient for
Yeah.
He's actually
Yeah.
having this conversation. It's amazing.
I do think he kind of likes me. That's why I should.
Yeah.
That's fair. I was kind of expecting him to read a book, you peasants.
Bradley is pretty down to earth. Like he, and you can also see that he isn't really socializing as much with the rest of his noble family, and it seems that he is actually like preferring to talk to Olam about this than to have to mingle and play the social games.
Jack is standing like 3 meters from this with his back turned to it, but not leaving. Actually, he needs to go to the toilet really bad. It's like,
But he's
"Oh,
not
this is
budging,
so bad.
not budging.
This is too good. I need to stay. I need to hear this.
While Crowan is accepting all the drinks he's been giving, because I suppose he's been getting so politically saying thing. And at some point, I was still wet behind the ears, and suddenly I'm in the desert, right? And like Terus, this madman, starts talking to those elementals, and I go, "Oh, are you so tough?" Growing, loosening it up now.
Make a performance check.
Not good. 9.
9. I mean, they are humoring you. Is basically what it trickles down to. Well, this is going on. Jack. Oh, sorry. Olam still has multiple questions.
2 questions?
Excuse me.
I thought we were a party.
Yeah. I am asking this of you.
Hey, other people get to do a lot of mindless monologuing too, George. I mean, Charlie.
I'd like to remind you of Paul. That's all I'm
That's all I'm gonna say.
So, question number 2. As Edge is joining you, Olam, and telling you that you might be giving Bradley a headache.
What is law?
And can I break it? No,
Yes.
they said you have 24 lines.
I have 24 lines.
24th in line to the throne.
Right. Does she know of nobility? Of course she does. So,
And where are the lines? Because I
Insert.
have not seen.
insert like the SpongeBob boy.
We're just bored.
If 23 people die, I become king. Simple.
Yes.
My
Explain it like you would to a child.
I'm trying.
Not good.
My family has been charged with
Smaller words.
my family has been told that we need to take care of the city.
And that's why you have 24 lines.
Well,
If 24 people die, he becomes king.
23.
Can I
And
remember what
in one, like, you have 2 parents, right? That's how it works. And they have, like...
it's more like a line when you are like in line to get to like. Oh God.
I just want to
Jack,
point
Jack-
out to the audience.
Jack moves in. It's like when you stand in line at the bakery.
Can you like hold it in front of? Because
It's the cutest little note taking.
you can't see it on the
ever.
screen. That's fair. But she's actually taking notes. I just want to say she's in character taking notes, and I love it.
I have money is because of sides was hard.
Jack is moving in because he hears that this is not working. It's like when you stand in line at the bakery. You want to get like a nice piece of bread, but there are 4 people before you.
No, I was gonna say, like,
No, I think I see the bakery by now. But yeah, you okay?
So he's waiting for king, but there are 24 people in front of him.
That's
23.
just all people.
That's all people.
All people. So I can get in the line too.
No, you might be in a line, but way down.
Let's see here.
You are far behind.
No. He's trying to stealth away.
Can I do this everywhere?
Natural 20.
Wait.
No, it's against your perception.
Yeah, you see, it's against your perception, DC.
Ah,
Well, for shits and giggles, what is your-
19.
19.
Fuck.
Not enough. So while you guys are conversing, you are not realizing, but Bradley has stealthed away. He is gone.
And do we all have to be at the bakery?
If you want
Yes, because that is the bakery where the line is for king.
But where is this bakery?
It's in our minds.
But if I can just imagine me before others.
No, you can skip line.
This is
That's
a
breaking
conversation
law.
that we might want to have at a later time with more books.
Okay, I will get the drink.
This is
But
content.
I have another wait.
A tumbleweed passes through the hall. No.
What was your other question?
What are the 11 gods?
I don't know, Jack.
I have no. I don't amuse myself with
Maybe you
gods.
should ask the wizard.
I am going to.
A cleric.
Well, actually, Edge, go ahead and make a society check. Even if you're untrained in it, like the main pantheon of gods of the empire are
What are the gods?
pretty
Ask
well
the wizard.
broadcasted.
No, ask cleric.
16.
16. All right. As the failed Matt Mercer clone that I am, we are also basically just stealing the gods of the basic Forgotten Realms pantheon. So that would be, and now I'm going to make sure that I have the entire list. Come on. There we go. Let's see here. We have Bahamut, the Raven Queen, Seanin, Melora, Moradin, Erathis, Pelor, Cord, Coralon, Ayun, Avandra, and that would be it, I think.
I was gonna say, we're at 11 now.
And can you just add to those names God of?
Well,
Erathis is the god, is the goddess of law and justice. That I know. Cord the strength and
Pelor was death, I think.
the Avandra.
Pelor is the sun god.
Oh, damn.
And she does.
The Raven Queen is the goddess of death.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But the thing is with this,
Yes, this is something that we will work on sometime when we have time and parchment, and I can draw you some pictures.
Ooh, I like the
but the thing is, like, as a good empire does, the Eurasian Empire has basically swallowed up some other beliefs as well. For example, Coralon and Seanin are two of the major gods of the Elven pantheon as well. And they have basically been incorporated as a couple of main gods into the 11, just as they were swallowed up by the Empire to like keep everything okay. Moradin is the main god of dwarves as well. So all of these 11 gods are basically just, the Empire doesn't give a shit. The Empire just wants to make money and rule. And that's what they did when they, just like the Romans did. Like, whatever, sure, this is now your pagan holiday, sure, that's when Jesus died, you know, like that's
Sure. They weren't so cool with Jesus, though.
yeah. No, but like that is how they were swallowed up.
I just realized that even though my initial feeling was like, Edge doesn't give a shit, they would have learned this, if not at the monastery, then before.
At the very least,
Yeah, like that would have been part of their education. That's annoying. God, I'm smarter than I want to be.
At the very least, because you can use it to make friends with people, you know?
Yeah. And yeah. In the meantime,
In the meantime,
Nox is gonna be going through some purses and pockets.
all right.
And since I haven't leveled him up since level 2,
Oh dear.
I don't know what to add to his stuff.
I think his skills for familiars, his skill checks, his skill modifiers are
Like,
basically yours.
Plus,
Yeah,
oh,
They're yours.
it's yours plus something. I haven't done it as well.
Familiar.
Oh my god.
I need to
You
check.
One job.
I need to check that out.
I know. Well, the thing is, like last week I was like, okay, Nox is
Familiar
gonna be
abilities.
doing some shit, so I gotta level him up. And then a whole week went by, and I didn't level him up. And then I was sitting here and I was like, fuck. But I wrote it down this time. Level up Nox's sheet. And it's right there.
There we go. Modifiers and AC. Your familiar save modifiers and AC are equal to yours.
Nice.
Its perception, acrobatic, and stealth are equal to your spellcasting ability modifier plus your level.
Oh, nice. That is not bad because I use my charisma, which is +4.
Ooh.
So his stealth is +9.
Nice.
Cronin will be distracted by the ECCs that's gonna say something about it.
No. You're busy with your thing.
Everybody's busy with their thing. Maybe I noticed it anyway.
That's a natural 20.
I'm not gonna notice it, I think.
No, you don't.
Wait, Crystal, can you verify?
Wait.
This is
Is the natural 20?
Yes.
Ah, damn.
Bonkers.
All right.
Big loot.
The dice theory is working.
That's
I
big.
love this
Right.
one so much.
That's big loot for the party.
So,
Right.
what kind of
If you pocket gold, bitch, I'm a pocket gold, okay?
what kind of
Don't think I
tactics?
forgot about Tarouche tax.
What kind of tactics would you and Nox use? Like what are we doing here? Are we stealing the jewelry off of people's hands? Are we pickpocketing? Are you like distracting people so that Nox can get like an easy target?
It's a little bit of, because Nox and I go back a while. He is literally like his familiar description is partner in crime.
Yeah.
So he is used to picking pockets, but I will also have him jumping on shoulders and covertly taking out earrings, taking beads out of hair, just doing monkey things, but taking cleaning some shit in
Yeah.
the meantime.
And as you are basically softening the effects of Nox, like, oh no, but he's just playing.
Yeah, no,
it's just
100%. If people
fun,"
go
right?
like, "Get your monkey off me," I will
Yeah.
get Nox off him, but he will be putting shit in my hands, which I
Yeah.
will palm into my pockets.
Go ahead and roll me a d10.
Sorry, Shirley just put a picture up on the thing. That was so uncalled
It's
for
my tired head,
and
by the way.
distracting. That's a 4.
4. All right.
Yes.
So eventually, after a good run throughout the crowd, and
And this is like not just like a spur of 10 minutes where he's
No.
insulting everyone. It's just like over the course
Yeah.
of the evening.
eventually you find that he has like a nice little assortment of small pieces of jewelry, some coins, and the like that he very proudly like presents to you. Like,
No, he knows to do
Oh,
it. Like
sorry.
he either puts it in my pockets or he puts it in my palm where I
Yeah.
put it. Like it's all
so
about
eventually,
the stealth.
yeah. And at that point you realize like, okay, like we can push it if we want, but this is like a border that we are about to cross where it's becoming too overt, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So
Worst case scenario, if somebody goes like, "I've lost an earring," I can just throw it on the ground and go, "I found it."
you have 4 gold pieces of worth of small pieces of jewelry and the like. That probably won't be missed.
Is
that
there
much.
a nice little ring in there?
I would say so.
Okay. When the party's over, I'm gonna slip it on one of my horns.
Like, hey, that looks like my ring. No, it's not. No,
Yeah, no, after the party.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it now. I'm not stupid. But yeah, I will. Every time Knox brings something to me, I will give him a grape or some nuts or something because he's been a good little boy.
No. Okay. So yeah. So some nice gold pieces of
I
worth.
assume that there's food around. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like he gets little
Yeah.
bits of everything.
He's having a very good
He's a
time.
good little boy. And I'm going to teach him a new trick together with Olam, just to kind of hang out with the cool people at the party.
Oh.
What do you want to teach him?
You're gonna teach the cat the trick or the monkey?
I'm gonna teach. We are going to teach Knox a trick. What do you want to teach him? Want to teach him to fetch?
Ooh, yes, but I want him to throw it back too.
So you want?
Such high standards.
Okay, you know what? Let's go outside and see how far we can get.
But we are not done with the party yet.
No,
Oh my god,
this
you're so
is
cute.
a little break.
But we go back.
Yes, we will go back.
But what if we don't know when it ends?
We will know.
But
I will know
before
when
it
it
ends,
ends.
because not when it ends, but before.
Yes,
When it's ending.
it's fine. Drink your drink. Let's
I
go
really
teach
hope.
Knox to catch.
I really hope it's gonna take too long and they come back.
What?
Like people are sweeping the floor.
Everybody will already be naked. And Allah's gonna be like, "Oh, come on.
Alam will be very happy when people are sweeping the floor. She'll be like, she'll just like leap after the little plastic cups being moved around.
Nothing
Life before
yet.
life before vacuum cleaners was so much nicer.
Yeah, so much more chill.
It's a
Lies.
bird. In the Eurasian Empire, we have magic. Why not add pollution to that?
Yeah, next episode we go to the oil fields of the Eurasian Empire.
No.
So you take Nox to a sort of secluded part of the.
Just outside of
hall.
the patio
Yeah.
or something,
Yeah.
where we actually have room to throw something and nobody.
All right, and you are going to try and teach Nox to fetch. Or what are you?
I think he sort of already knows how to fetch.
Mhm.
Throw it back to us.
Oh, you're gonna play ball with Nox.
We're gonna play. Because this is a thing from session 0 that I have kept in the back of my mind. But before we started streaming, Olam made a little ball of clay for Nox.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
So I have just in my inventory a little ball of clay
Ooh.
I mean,
because I wanted to keep it.
I kind of
Even though
love
it's not
the
canon.
idea that Nox already knows how to do this, but you and Nox are just kind of humoring.
Playing, yeah.
He knows fetch. He doesn't know how to throw things back yet. He just brings it to me.
You started with fetch though.
I started with fetch. Yeah, but he knows fetch. Now he's gonna learn to throw.
I will say, both of you go ahead because you're both playing with Nox, right? Both of you go ahead and make a nature check. This will be basically an animal
Oh,
handling
I'm
check.
good with nature.
I finally put a point in nature.
A
It's still not fantastic. It's a 14.
14. 14 is pretty okay. Like, Nox is your familiar, so
Yeah,
Nox,
yeah.
Nox is very attuned to you already.
That's
so.
true.
I got a 20 total.
20 total, all right. Yeah, to play your longtime companion to play fetch, to play ball is easily done in this matter. It's mostly like he really wants to listen to the both of you, and he just like, the fuck are you asking me to do? Like, I can do the thing, just tell me the thing. But after a couple of moments, he understands it, and within half an hour or so, you guys are throwing a small clay ball between the three of you and gathering a small crowd once again.
Yay!
Hell yeah. At which point...
Yeah, when we're done playing, I'm just gonna grab a bowl from somewhere and start going around with coins. I don't give a shit if these are nobles. Yeah. Penny for the monkey.
Let's see here. That would be...
If you stop tipping people all the time, you won't need so much money anymore.
there we go. Yeah.
I'm still above 10 gold, bitch.
At which point a very tall, little bit mouse-faced woman walks up. Her hair beautifully done in a very long ponytail, but like with ribbons like tied up first so that it like sticks out a little bit before it drops downward in this beautiful robe of dark brown and green, and as she gives a actual gold piece to you, lovely display, darlings. Allow me to introduce myself. Philomena Thorncleft, House Thorncleft of the Farwater nobility, and I must say I was intrigued by the stories that Lyra told us about your endeavors with the Aboleth. I represent House Thorncleft, and I was wondering, what are you guys doing next as part of your adventures?
We don't know yet.
Ah, so would I perhaps, I'm sorry if I'm being too bold, but might inquire if you are for hire?
What is higher?
She wants us to work for her.
Work. We can work, but we have others. So we can't say yes because we have
What
to
would
talk
the
to
job
the
be?
others.
Well, House Thorncleft has a vast number of different leatherworking and tanning facilities, but we also need hunters. And without giving too much details away before the actual business,
She just in between, she's annoying the fuck out of me. I want her to just get to the point, but I also don't want to scare away a potential client. So I'm biting my lip really hard.
there have been some interesting sightings of certain beasts in the forest outside of Farwater, and we are looking for some, let's call it specialized hunters for these sorts of endeavors.
What is a beast to you? Because if I am a beast to you, that's we have to be on the same line.
Well, no, but this is of a, spoiler, feathered variety.
You want us to hunt a bird?
Perhaps.
What kind of bird?
Are you interested?
Well, if she wasn't, she wouldn't ask.
And she just kind of goes, Tarush!
They.
Have you not heard about the bird? I thought everybody's heard about the bird.
No.
Isn't that the word? The bird is the word.
I'm sorry. Did you actually just call her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm calling for the rich, annoying person to talk to the other rich, annoying person.
Fair enough. So.
So how much money do I collect in total from doing tricks with Nox?
I'll say like right at another 1.5 gold pieces, like a copper, mostly copper, silver.
Yeah,
here
no,
and
no,
there.
I'm just gonna write it down as one
And as a
gold piece and
and as a
5
means,
silver.
yeah, and as a
I
means
got
of
it.
introduction, like Philomena has given you an actual gold piece.
Yeah, she's annoying. I don't want to talk to her any longer.
Wait, are you asking me this because I am cat?
No. She's asking us this
Is it because
we
I am
destroyed
cat?
something nobody else could, and she's not paying us that much.
I would never subscribe to such racist commentaries. The reason that I am speaking to all of you is because you have proven yourselves very capable combatants. If an aboleth is
So
one of
Rich
your
comes
prey,
walking up as you're speaking with a cup of wine in his hand and just kind of confused at Edge screaming his name from across the room. Being like,
From outside on the patio. even, like,
my bad,
I
even
screamed
more,
your
yeah.
name inside, like, oh.
So he kind of comes, not jogging, not walking, like in between, pacing in, out, and he just looks. Well, is everyone?
She might want to hire us. You talked to her. I
Something with the bird.
She wants us
But
to hunt
it's not because I
something.
am a cat.
Bird is the word.
Yes.
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 She wants us to hunt
Sure, what's the
something.
name?
She's being very vague. You do the talky thing.
Very well. Greetings.
And Edge goes for another drink, a stiffer one this time.
Apologies for my companions. They are.
I stay.
none at all. It is a very busy night, and you are quite famous in these circles nowadays. Quite of a
They're not very well adjusted to courtly behaviors and interactions.
No offense was given whatsoever, my Lord Don Silvus. It is a pleasure to actually meet you, Philomena Thorncleft of House Thorncleft.
Oh,
You know her.
Thornclefts. I make the roll.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a society check, or like I'm not sure if like what was your lore skill?
Warfare and academia.
Oh yeah, so no, that's
So that's a natural 18 plus 29.
29. All right. You would have read up on the Thorncleft family as part of your transfer to Farwater as a seeker of the Cerulean Circle. House Thorncleft is a medium-large house with a vast industrial complex just outside of the city where they do a lot of tanning and leather working. They also employ some real artisans to make like ornamental suits of leather armor, and they also sponsor a local hunters guild named after their house, as like the entire road of get beast, kill it, make stuff out of beast is all in their employment basically.
Oh, I know that the Thornclefts are known for their interactions with nature, but no one ever said anything of natural beauty.
I'd like to roll for gag, please.
Go ahead and make a
Constitution.
yeah, no. Like this could also even be performance if you would like, but like diplomacy check.
Well, I
or deception. Yeah.
She doesn't sound very attractive. She sounds.
my deception is actually higher than my
She sounds like
diplomacy,
an
so
old
I'm going for
librarian, you know, with the little pruning mouth.
She kind of is, and it's a little bit weird because she's very tall. Like she's almost 2 meters.
Oh.
Like she's
taller than Edge.
she's hella tall.
that. That's 17.
Oh shit.
17.
Stop.
You can see like a sparkle in her eyes, but it's mostly that she understands that it is flattery. Next to, but
get
like
you in
she plays the game along and goes. Your words are as polished as your coins, Master Don Silvus. But indeed, we've House Thorncleft are in search of some new, let's call it hunters. Although this would not be a normal run-in with simple beasts. As you know, House Thorncleft is more of the taming nature than actually aligning ourselves with it. So
Do
right
this
now.
thing. When you're enthusiastic, you smile, lean forward. I like it. Sorry, continue.
As I was saying,
She was talking. He interrupted. Just said, "Oh, that's cute. Thanks."
as I
Stop
was
talking.
saying, the Thorncleft Guild is always in search for new hunters, and a certain, let's call it a bounty, has made themselves known within the wilds outside of Farwater, and I was wondering if perhaps the pack would be interested to go out on a hunt. Well funded, of course.
Oh, we do like to go on the prowl, but could you be a bit more specific about the what this would, well, entail.
Go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
27.
27. Well, of course, I understand that before you would enter in these sorts of arrangements and endeavors, you would need to know. Between you and me, we are
I lean in
tracking.
closer.
Yeah. Between you and me, and this is, of course.
Wait, do I have to walk away?
Oh, you're still here.
No.
I'm just
you
taking
are,
notes.
you are very much welcome to join in, Olam, because in
I
the
get
woods
those-
outside of Farwater, my men are tracking a herd of owl bears, very aggressive, ferocious beasts. Although it seems that we are not the only ones with our sightings on it, and that is also why I would ask you to keep this under wraps, because the more poachers there are, the more difficult the assignment will become. But we need to act quickly if we would wish to attain these beautiful hides, lest the purifiers beat us to it. Go ahead and make a society check with the name purifiers.
Oh, damn.
Food?
Keep rolling 16s and 18s.
I don't get food.
Do I have a feed?
You have a feed, yes.
Feed that.
Hey, eat. By the grace of
Sarah Gravy.
Sarah Gravy. Yeah.
Calm your titties.
Gravy.
Sorry, Charlie.
I think this is a good time for me to interject because we have this buffet and such, and Jack is getting a little bit tipsy. And there's this one thing that he does when he gets tipsy. It's like an old boy's trick. He sneakily goes around and he chill touches people's drinks to freeze them. So I'm sneaking up to Tarush to freeze his wine. Just a sneaky little.
Yes. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Stealth and deception.
Ooh.
Either would do.
No, it's
You're
your
busy.
component, but you
Yeah, but like we're just...
He's like mumbling under his breath. That's
No, I actually have a perk. I actually have a silent spell, so no verbal.
Oh.
So I do not need to. My stealth is 14.
14. Like Tarush, you do see him, but you do like Jack just walks up to you and like pink freezes your drink, and you see him look at you with like this shit-eating grin.
like not breaking eye contact while he's walking away.
Well, I imagine Jack just like sneaking up and Tarush just being like in this
I am
conversation.
also fed. I need grape.
Like Tarush just being in this conversation and being like, I don't have the time. Dude, I'm
Yeah.
talking to him. Here, have my wine and just do your berry. Okay. And I throw
And then
it
I go
away.
on my way.
It's like, screw that noise. Okay, so there's the sound of ice breaking in the distance. Where were we? Oh, right. I rolled a 29? 29.
Yeah.
For the purifiers.
Purifiers are a basically a hunters guild, but one of the other organizations that are pretty large. They are active throughout all of the core provinces of the empire, and they are like not normal hunts, but they are monster hunters. Like they are bought when you want to get rid of that gigantic purple worm that is ridding your dwarven city, or like this, they would trek out to find a herd of owl bears to like skin them and pay them to sell them to the highest bidder, that sort of stuff.
But
If you say the purifiers are hunting at you, then that must mean another client is involved.
Possibly, yes, but this endeavor, of course, we would like to beat them to it.
Olam is bored, she's walking away.
All right. Do I understand that you would not have interest?
Ignore. Don't worry.
I love that she approached the two of us and both of us just kind of walked away from the conversation. It's like, screw this. Nah.
Like I said, they are not used to courtly meetings, and, well, you saw it. The abundant amount of wine has an effect on them.
And I lie.
I was gonna say I'm not drinking that much wine. I had 2 champagnes and I'm now sipping whiskey.
I'm just lying here.
I'm not drunk, I'm just out of fucks. No offense taken. It is a party, of course, in your honor, and celebrations are in order.
So, how long do you think this job would take?
Depends on how fast you can act, but we are looking into multiple groups that might be up to the task.
Understand? No, you. The reason I'm asking is you said fast. We need to do this quickly. We need to hunt these owlbears, and I agree. Owlbears are a problem. Of course.
An opportunity for us.
I understand very well. So, I was thinking we have gotten multiple job offers already.
Yes, you are becoming quite a popular sighting here.
Yeah, so I'm thinking all of the other offers are out of town. Perhaps we could do yours, then do another. Because it seems that yours is the only one with a very severe time limit. But that would require us to postpone our other jobs, talk to those employers, renegotiate. And I'd like to put at least 50% of the fees lost on that on you then, if you were to hire us.
See, this is why I called for Tarush.
Make a diplomacy check.
That's not how business goes.
Yeah, I'm not
It
that
is
good
not.
with that.
My first bad roll of the day. Well, second. So that's a 14.
Of course, all of those fees can be discussed in detail. If you would be interested, perhaps we can pick this up tomorrow at our estate. Hammer out the details.
Just the details?
Oh, gross. Gross.
Gotcha.
12 years old, bro.
I get jealous. Ugh.
That's funny.
I was actually hoping to have another drink with you, perhaps.
Gross, 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 gross.
Make a
Ew.
deception check.
Ew.
Do you know?
What?
First 3, no, 4. That's a 17.
You do see her blush a little bit, and well, we are still here, of course, and the evening is still young. But I also have some other business to attend to right now, so maybe later tonight.
Very well. You know where to find me. I stand out.
You do indeed. Enjoy your evening then, Master Don Silvers.
Thornfell, Lady Thornfell, it was a pleasure. Thank you, and let us discuss things soon.
Very well. And the evening continues.
Tarush walks off, like smug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, smug in a way, specifically in a way, that somewhere else at the party, Edge becomes annoyed.
I rolled a fortitude save for myself to see if I would puke, but I rolled a natural 18 with a +10, so I'm just dry heaving right now.
But you're not even there. You're just like having this.
Oh no, like I went inside to get a stiff drink, but I'm still keeping the conversation, like, and just progressively
Feeling nauseous.
started regretting more and more calling your name, but also being thankful because you're the best at negotiating money, and like he
Yeah, is he really the best?
has
He's
his
the only
strength,
one.
but oh god, he's so arrogant and
He's not even the best at negotiating money. He's just the only one doing it.
You're welcome to try. But so far, Edge has not seen you negotiating money, so they're not gonna ask you for help.
Gordon's
feel like
who
I-
can we kill? Is he guilty of something? Justice must be brought.
Something
Something complete.
Because I'm Batman.
Not really the guy I was going for.
No, I love your character. I'm teasing.
Although with that, weird and slightly gross flirting with a woman easily 4 times his age, Edge does remember that hot tiefling that walked in at the beginning of the party and is gonna go looking for that person.
In that case, you should just find a mirror, I think.
And there's no.
Because it was a compliment
About that.
instead of just being absolutely disgusting
And lying.
and lying.
Maxime, is that also a Josh bracelet?
This one, yeah.
Yes, Josh. Yeah, I also have Josh bracelets.
Not twinsies.
Yeah. All right. So
One of you now has to take it up.
No.
One of us has to go home and change, and it's not me.
nudity is not allowed on Twitch, Charlie.
It's a
Yet.
I feel nude without them. Honestly, though, if I walk away like with not this weight on my wrists, it feels really weird. Really weird. All right.
I
So-
have 10 lines where my watch is. So it's,
Oh, dude, same.
yeah.
I haven't taken this one off since I put it on when I was 18. Well, sometimes when I'm applying lotion, but basically it's always there.
Edge.
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
17.
17. It's not a large space. This was more to see how well you can ascertain the situation.
Also, he stands out.
Yeah. But you see him somewhere, dark, almost purplish skin, one vagrant blue eye, one almost shining red, pointed teeth, little bit pointed ears, in his very dark suit attire, just talking to what seems to be a little bit of lower nobility in a like jovial manner, like they are talking with each other, drinks in hands. At one point, like someone begins to laugh, and he actually like taps Jason on his shoulder. But without much effort, you eventually find him and make eye contact. And while he's still mid joke, he just like raises his glass to you for a moment, and he's still in conversation. How would you like to approach?
I was thinking of just dragging him into like a bathroom stall. Right now I'm thinking, okay, one, I don't encounter a lot of tieflings. Two, I don't encounter a lot of tieflings with 2 different colored eyes like myself. Not knowing very much about my tiefling heritage, we could be related. And
That could be a kink.
so
No king shame
That's not related.
or just brother.
Or
Dad. No.
Oh, bro.
Edge is just kind of like, after the eye contact, just kind of realizes this, stops in their tracks, and just kind of makes a beeline back towards the drinks table. Questioning.
If you want to hit on Devil Daddy.
No, man.
Bro.
No, bro.
Just do it.
Like, what if they're
I kind of want to, but really very much also like.
What if they turn out to be envy too, you know, and then you're like, whoa, and then you're twins.
What if like it turns out his voice is like this?
Yeah, that's awkward.
You don't know. You don't
More
know.
awkward than
Not a
that.
power goes.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
And maybe he just doesn't like stealing at all, and then
He's a very law-abiding citizen.
He might steal your heart though.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Fuck it. Fuck it.
He might be
Lots of
super
Edge's stories begin with "fuck it." Yeah.
You
So
have successfully fucked it.
hey, like
Roll a fuck
literally,
it check.
it's on my character sheet. Like,
You are proficient.
I just saw you rolling a die when
No,
you
this is
said fuck
for
it.
this is for
beliefs. If I can't fight it or fuck it, it has no use to me. It's on my sheet right there. Okay, Edge's gonna knock back their whiskey, grab 2 more, and walk back over and just hand him one. Or them. They don't know yet.
Fair.
Let's see. I did roll. Like, you can look at it. I did roll a natural 20.
You rolled a net
Yeah.
20. Is that like a horny die? Like
No,
how horny
he's-
is he?
He's gonna fuck with you because you walk over to the drinks table like
Just like-
short panic attack. You down it,
Yeah.
and you get both of those drinks, and you turn around to walk towards him, but he's gone. And then we have like the typical scene that you hear his voice coming from back behind you, and he just says like, "Finally mustered the courage to walk up to me, have you? Thank you." And he gets one of the drinks.
God, that's
Clink. Takes a sip. As he flashes you like the devilish grin, and you can see like serrated teeth.
Yeah, the tail's just doing an involuntary little whip under my dress. You know what?
Great vintage. He gets like the bottle and takes a look at it like he doesn't
That
care
is
about
hot.
you, you know?
Yeah, I'm
What can I do for you,
gonna
Edge?
just immediately drag him into a shady corner and make out with him just furiously.
Did you ask for consent?
Nope,
Okay.
he took the drink. That was consented.
Just roll a straight up charisma check for me.
Edge is screaming without the S.
14.
14?
No.
For a straight up charisma check, pretty okay. I'll say sure. What do you want to do with them?
Great enough.
I just, like, I'm just picturing this, like, ballroom with some tapestries, curtains draped on the side. There's just this little nook, thank you, that's slightly obscured with some drapes. I'm just going to push him in there and just start furiously making out with him.
Do you even know him, her name?
It's
They
a
don't
party,
have to-
I'm
That's not-
drinking,
that's
they're
not
hot.
important.
I just had to listen
That's not
to
important.
Tarouche flirt with a 50-year-old woman. I have to get that foul taste out of my mouth and get something else in there.
Probably not be judging, but judging.
It sounds like judging.
It's kind of judging.
And as you begin to furiously
D20 for judge.
and as you
Ah,
begin
you're
furiously make out with Jason Farrow, it tastes like adventure.
Oh, Jesus.
And eventually, though, you untangle yourself from him. At which point he, like hair ruffled, he takes another sip of a drink and he says, like, "Well, hello. I didn't know it was this kind of party."
Imagine Nox just like awkwardly sitting on Edge's shoulder, like, I hate it when they do this.
It's the constantly fourth wheel.
Like
fifth
Nox,
wheel.
no, Nox is like the cat that like just stares at you while you're having sex. Like,
It's like if
They're doing it again.
Oh no, if it's a cat, it's judging you. And your abilities.
oh, you're choosing to do that.
I mean, I understand.
That is disgusting.
I understand. As a cat, I would find it very,
You're
very
watching
bad that
two
people are
hairless
constantly.
babies just...
No, but that people are constantly doing doggy style.
Cat style.
That's 69.
Really?
No, that's licking your own privates, but humans are not. Humans
That's why 69 is cat style, because you can't lick your own,
Yeah,
so you're
fair.
gonna lick somebody
Dogs lick
else's.
their other.
Yeah, but that,
Lick the
yeah,
balls.
it's okay.
We'll leave that
That's
for
not
next.
ourselves.
Well, I mean, in the right situation, they're both licking pussies.
Hey, let's get back to the game.
So you were making
I want
out
to
with
steer clear with this.
Well, that's it, folks. Back to the program.
no offense, but like these conversations are the most iconic thing of every tabletop RPG. I feel. So.
And it just started with my realization that I have a monkey on my shoulder.
Yay.
But no, I think Nox is so used to this that the second Edge pushed Jason into the nook, Nox would have gone to a long shoulder.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, no,
Yeah,
hang it
they're
up.
busy.
Like smoking a cigarette. Like, I hate it when I do this. But eventually, after he has taken a sip and you are untangled from each other, he says, "And I was wondering what you needed from me, but I feel it has been abundantly clear thus far.
I would hope so.
Having a good time?
I am now.
Yeah. Hope it didn't bite you too hard, though. It did taste some blood at some point."
The biting never hurt anyone. And I bite him right on the neck.
Ooh, pleasure spiked with pain. I like it. So, what's next? Any other reasons while you devoured me?
You're gorgeous. I'm gorgeous. Let's see where this goes.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Where are you staying?
Wherever I want.
I'm at the lake.
Ah, do you have like a token of Avandra on you or something?
I would have to check my backstory. I
yeah.
don't think so. I think
No?
maybe her father gave her a talisman when she left the monastery, which they would be wearing around their neck, but like hidden underneath.
Right, yeah, okay. Ah, Lake House, of course. Good place for adventurers such as yourself. How's Sorrel doing, by the way? Don't think he's here tonight, is he?
No, he had some business to take care of, though we did invite him. He has been a good friend these past weeks.
Would expect nothing less.
Yeah, he was.
At which point, like he takes a long, good look at you. I bet.
I had a blue one, now I'm going for a purple one. I'm just mixing all the colors.
Taste the rainbow.
Hey, I'm super white. Everything looks good.
Yeah. You're complimentary to everybody's skin color.
Exactly.
No, but I have my own addresses to stay in this beautiful city.
And where might one find you? Should
You-
they need a rise?
You found me right here, haven't you not?
It's true. So what are you doing here?
Making friends, having good drinks, good food, on the cheap. You
Friends. I find it hard in these circles.
it helps when a lot of people want to be your friend.
That is
It's not a sip.
Or
Can you put the microphone in your mouth?
No idea how that sounded.
A Tale of Dice is now morphing into an ASMR.
okay.
Sorry. Yeah, no, Edge said making friends, I find it difficult in these circles.
Like I said, it helps when a lot of people want to be your friend. But speaking of friends, how did the likes of you end up in service of the Silver Sentinel?
I am in service of no one. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time when people were offering other people money.
Wasn't like Lyra's speech about you guys helping Bradley with all of these nasty things that happen in the streets of Farwater?
He was not my first employer. He will not be my last.
Oh. So as a follower of Avandra, Edge is still a free spirit.
You know what they say about those who follow Avandra. We are lost and we are found.
You do tend to wander a lot. Do the rest of your party also subscribe to Avandra, or at least your wanderlust?
I don't know yet.
Interesting. I've met a lot of you folk, like early adventurers. Any idea like where the story is taking you next?
Some old woman wants us to hunt something. I left her in the somewhat capable hands of a wizard who's good with money.
Yeah, I think she mostly wants to roosh at this moment.
And she kind of like looks around the corner. Oh, that's disgusting.
Don't I think you don't like a little bit of disgusting?
Oh,
Like getting into those Ripley places.
I know what Zorel likes.
I thought we were a
Gross,
decent
gross.
group.
I'm just gonna block that out. Yeah, I'm gonna block that out before it lands. The thing is, I have walked this earth a while. I find it difficult when creatures as young as he attempt to do the things I have been doing for decades.
Creatures, nice. Jason actually says this.
I know he's a human, but there's something else in there that I don't entirely trust. Then again, and they kind of like run a hand by the horns. People tend not to trust.
outward appearances either.
Want to know a little secret?
Yes.
As someone that has a lot of friends, it's also nice to know a lot of people. Don Silva's family is rumored to have some actual angel blood running through their veins. No wonder you don't really see eye to eye with that gorgeous creature over there.
You know, he uses spells. Every morning. I see him use the spells every time a little bit of mud gets on his clothes. It's... Surely his energies would be better suited somewhere.
It's High Hearthian fashion. Like, Farwater might be a big city, but in the capital, magic runs aplenty. Honestly, I'm almost... I'm almost thinking of how he didn't take one of his servants with him to cast these spells every morning for him.
I would see him do that. Yes, that's good. That's a good picture. I like it. So, what do you say we get out of here?
I still have some people to talk to, however, but I'm not really done with you yet. Still can't put my finger on it. What the hell are you doing in this place?
I went where my feet took me.
I wonder where you will wander. Finishes his drink, and as soon as Jason is left alone, already someone else walks up to him and he puts on a smile like, "Oh, hi, good to see
into
you."
the nook.
Yeah.
Next.
Is it my turn now? Like,
Yeah, it's like a line.
you walk by. Like,
Oh, I didn't know there was a kissing booth this time.
who doesn't have naked noblemen?
Tarush is also heading into the line. Like a giddy street.
Right.
It's just like, is this where we make out with the hot teeth? Oh, God, X, no! We're not ready for that.
That would be the weirdest threesome.
And
would
as
do it.
Edge begins to mingle further onward on this beautiful place, we will go ahead and take a little break. Break. And in 15 minutes, we will be back to continue the story and see what other people have for interest. There are still some people who wanted to talk to you as well, Jack. Yeah.
Wait,
Stay put.
people know Jack. Well, I mean, you do stand out, bro. You're an orphan.
Half orc.
Have.
I don't see the difference.
So racist.
Doesn't see color anyway. Human, half or elf, all the same. All beneath.
They're
it.
all peasants.
All beneath.
Yeah.
Big
Racism.
tusks, pointy ears, green.
Yeah. Check.
Come on.
See you guys soon.
You know.
Oh my God, we're back. So, to jump back into our game. Last we left off, our heroes known as the Pack were mingling and bustling on a noble feast held in their honor after they saved the entire city of the Foul Shepherd. Here on this feast, a presentation has been given as a sort of press conference. That was the word I couldn't find earlier. As a sort of press conference to the nobility, like, hey, this is the disease that we had, this is how we dealt with it, and do not worry, the Silver Sentinels and the Cerulean Circle are on the job. What's going on? What are you doing, Charles?
Showing the table.
All right.
Talking.
Okay. And in so doing, it seems that the Pack has gathered quite a couple of eyes. Young adventurers, accomplished within their field, are very much in taste, so to speak. And multiple people have already walked up to you with introductions and different kinds of job offers, and basically trying to figure out what you could do for them. but also what they can do for you. Because Edge saw another tiefling of some sort of fiendish heritage and made sure to
Leave a mark.
and taste the inside of his mouth. With which Jason Farrow was seemingly pretty okay. And it seemed that he knew a lot of people. He knew about Tarush, he knew Zorel, and what he was doing is he was making friends. Not sinister in any way,
He's
shape,
a
or form.
spy. Kill him.
I mean, he is a tiefling. So.
He is tiefling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finish that sentence.
Tiefling with friends is a bad thing.
No. He's not a tiefling. He's a thievling. Get it? Like he steal. Okay. And
The bandit background.
and Crowan is talking to different people about his endeavors as a guard and how you got bamfed through the elemental plane of fire that one
And then
time.
I shoved my head into the dead thing, and then I couldn't find it, so I took my knife and made a bigger hole, and then I found a potion there, and I was like, yes, potion.
One noble lady grabs a handkerchief and pulls it up to her mouth. Like, "Whew."
Oh yeah, the stench was horrible. Yes, it was almost too much to bear.
Olam is trying to figure out what money is, life in general, making very cute notes in her book.
They are adorable.
They are
I
freaking
can't
adorable. Like maybe it's because I'm tired, but every time Crystal begins to talk in Olam's voice, I'm like,
I'm not
I mean,
cute.
crystal has that effect on people in real life too.
true. Truth has been spoken this day.
Yeah, sorry.
But in the meantime, Tarush is doing his thing with nobility and flirting with women, and Jack is running around freezing people's drinks.
Can I do one more thing in general?
I think you can. I believe in you.
Nice. So I just
Go,
want to spend some time also just making contacts for the Dan Silvas. I mean, we have tons of them, obviously, but it's nice to lay out some groundwork for having more trade contacts here in Farwater.
Is there anything that you would like what kind of sorry? Mining. Not a lot of mining here, but go ahead and make a diplomacy check, basically just for how you will mingle throughout this.
28.
28, very nice. With a 28, no real mining people here, but there might actually be a couple of people that pique your interest. Looks up through the entirety of all of the people that live in Farwater.
Yeah, so mining or pillaging. So if there are any privateer running families,
How do you go from mining to pillaging?
anything involving coin.
Yeah, so that would lead you eventually to a pot-bellied, balding up top, but very prestigious and arrogant, very clear of what his status is. He would be the Lord of House Ohmsford, Carlos Ohmsford, which is in Farwater a group of like bankers. They have a lot of real estate, sponsor different shops, basically give out loans to businesses, that sort of thing. And that is like the family of old money within Farwater.
All right.
One of them.
Would it be a weird assumption that they already have a lot of contact with my family?
You would know of them, yeah. Like as a Don Silvas, like your family is one of the families that is very much like.
They've cast a web.
Yeah, and not only that, but you are like your family is like at the very core of all business, because you are one of the few families that actually make the coins, right? Like you are, or at least you have some businesses in that field. Your house does.
Yeah. All right. Yes, I wanna really get to know this Carlos. Have some time for maybe take 30 minutes, an hour, maybe just talking to him. Making it clear that we're going to talk business, but now we're doing the formalities and exchanging pleasantries, anecdotes, stories. Perhaps he has some kind of daughter that I would like to betroth to me. It happens all the time. Like it's uncanny. And later we'll talk business once he invites me to his mansion, villa, what have you.
He is like as a banker, he is one of the few families that actually has an estate within the core districts of Farwater, like prime time real estate. He has like in a city that is completely built on top of each other and to the brim filled with people. He actually just have like a piece of land with grass and a mansion standing in a field, like in the middle of the city.
No,
He has daughters to spare.
That could go for a couple of daughters.
One for me?
It's like, so, on a scale of 1 to crystal clear family, how slutty are your daughters? And we all know about the crystal clears.
Well, that all depends on how much coin you will bring to the table, of course.
Women are probably.
And he says, "Oh, I love being sexist. I love being rich and white."
I mean, that's basically Tarush's backstory.
No. Tarush has.
A little bit of
He's rich, but he has an Indian company.
You're white enough to be labeled as confused instead of a terrorist.
that's Tarush's character flaw.
He's not white
Like,
enough.
no, I'm from a rich family, but I do have tinted skin, so that levels it out again.
Makes you grounded, right?
Oh boy.
I think we broke Charlie.
It's too real.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Not for me.
Dude, we're white men in the Netherlands. We won the jackpot when we got born. So, speaking of tinted skin, like you also see in this cathedral-like chamber, a group of people with tinted skins with like Arabic robes on, and you would know that this is part of the embassy of the Tsunadi Desert, a province. That also has some people here. They actually have within the city their embassy is actually 3 inverted pyramids, which is like a sight to behold.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, so basically what they have is they have like a base of a pyramid, and then it like basically becomes like a hourglass figure. That has, like pyramid up and then inverted pyramids again.
That's even harder to do.
Oh
than
yeah,
actual
like
inverted
those.
pyramid.
It's a depiction of their like the pyramids that actually house their entire royal family in their capital, known as Watamagana. I know a lot of things about my world. And basically, as their embassy, they were very bombastic to basically build a sort of replica of these 3 pyramids, and those are their offices here within city limits.
Coin is going to spend this time of the evening to demonstrate his dancing skills. He's going to show off a great dance called the torso from his hometown in Corsica.
From Corsica.
Corsica, yeah.
Very well.
Starts with a very bombastic, with basically showing off in any way possible how good your pecs are, and he's just gonna keep on doing it.
And you see the party beginning to live up now that the band has also started playing, and Crowan is dancing. Go ahead and make a performance check, man.
Good.
Give me that natural 1. Come on.
Yeah, it's an 11.
An 11. That's pretty okay. Like it's maybe a little bit what's the English word? Yeah, rusty. Yeah, a little bit rusty maybe, but like it's decent enough, and you know the paces. You are able to make a decent dance without making an ass of yourself. Yeah. Jack, while you are running around freezing people's drinks, is there anyone or anything that you would like to keep your eye out for? Anything that you would like to accomplish while you're here?
No, I think we did what we came here to do, and Jack does not really have any other plans, to-do list. He's just there to have a drink, have some food, and then probably hears from the rest of the pack what the plans are next.
Do not embarrass self. Yes. Do not embarrass pack.
It's very hard to embarrass myself, and I think embarrassing the pack is for the other members.
Yeah.
In that case, I can go ahead and introduce you to a person which name I stole and love. Because as you are like darting around a little bit, eventually your eye falls upon a middle-aged man with like a very long goatee that he actually has like with wax put towards a point. His hair, like almost as if he is trying to mimic like a crescent moon. He has like a goatee, and like his hair itself is styled into like almost a Elvis-like point, with a very thick woolen-colored robe of beautiful red and gold. He steps forward with his staff in hand, very clearly a spellcaster, but also very bombastically dressed, almost to like almost to an extreme. And as you begin to walk over, he almost begins to shout at you before he actually is there. Well, hello there. You must be Jack.
Yes, sir. Who are you?
I wish to extend an invitation. I am Headmaster Mython Halquifobrax. Halquifobrax. That name I found, I was like, take.
I made this.
I represent the Corinthian, the school of magic, or at least one of them, here within the city limits of Farwater. And I wondered, the stories have been told that you are somewhat of a experimental spellcaster.
Well,
Are the rumors true?
I did do some experimenting back in my day, but nowadays, I am learning my spellcaster abilities bit by bit. Yes.
Well then is it very clear that you need to come to the Corinthian, of course, to further your studies. There's no better place in the entirety of Silver Shore where one can study magic better than at the Corinthian.
What kind of magic do you teach?
All. Only the best can enroll within the Corinthian. We have different classes for all different schools. Not quite sure what you like found your studies in. Are you more of a universalist? Have you been focusing on a particular school? Are you still figuring out which school you wish to focus on?
No. I've finished my degree until this point. I'm a conjurer. I wrote a magnificent thesis.
Well,
if I say so
even if you
myself.
already have your thesis and you realize that like he doesn't let you finish to speak, he's more like talking about himself. Even if you have finished your thesis, of course your studies must continue. What kind of spheres of magical influence can you now tap your power of? Second, third, perhaps?
Third at the moment, I believe. Yes.
Well, then of course you need our tutors to further you in your studies. I myself am even capable of getting to the illustrious 7th layer of magical influence.
Oh.
And with good time and the right tutors, of course, I'm very much sure that you yourself might find yourself in that vicinity.
The only problem is that I'm not quite sure that we are going to stay here. We might just move on and find some different pastures to find different adventures, you know.
Well, that depends on where your priorities lie, by the way. If you wish to further your studies, that knowledge cannot be found somewhere on a dirt road. The Corinthian has the size, at which point you see another individual walk up, an older man with a cane, simple cloth, as he says, Mython, are you bothering people again? Diarca, good to see you here as well. This is Diarca, my colleague, I would guess. Yes, although I do not represent the Corinthian, I represent the Free School of Magic here within the city limits.
What does free school imply?
Free in this sense just means that they lack the proper funding to get the right interest into their school. Mython and I subscribe to different schools of thought. Confluence, the free school of magic, is open to everybody. Mython has the knack of, seeing a little bit too high praises of what the fees actually instill. Are you on about this again? You know very well that the fees that I charge my students are necessary to hold the magical integrity of... Yes. What are you drinking, Jack?
At this point, a frozen daiquiri.
And you see now, like,
quite literally.
the older man, gray hair, half long, salt and pepper beard, looks at it, realizes that you were frozen it with magic, and just like a little bit of a sly grin. Nice.
You see, I sometimes do this. It's a little prank that I freeze people's drink, but then there was this whole table full of drinks, and my drink was on there as well, and I forgot about that until I wanted to grab it. So now I'm stuck with it as well.
The old man just goes, Well then, I understand that this conversation is turning to a point where I will no longer be of any value. If you wish to study real magic, here is our card.
Do you take scholarships? Because I have a Don Silva scholarship that I might be able to use.
Make a diplomacy check. Or deception. I don't know. Are you lying? Or is this something that Jack believes?
I do not believe it. But I figured I could use his name for a bit.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I would too.
Oh, deception then?
Your choice. Like, what would Jack be devious about this?
Yeah, it's not the plan at least. That would make a 17.
17.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. As you say these words, Mython just says, of course, there are many different ways into the Corinthian, and you have proven to Farwater that you are of great service to our great city. And of course, a Don Silvas. Although I do understand that he already has a job within the Cerulean Circle, is that correct?
Yeah.
If not, I need to find him as well.
Well, I think he's right over there. I just pointed at him.
Well then, please, knock on our door any time that you would like, and we will see what we can do with this scholarship.
Thank you very much. Have you seen this chandelier, by the way? And as I point to it, I try to chill at his drink as well.
I'm so here for this.
Almost natural one, but that's still that would be like somewhere around a 15 or so, I think. I will say, like, yes, they're quite spectacular. And as you freeze his drink, the old man Diarca is standing there. But now I must be off. Let's see here. And he begins to walk away with a frozen drink.
I can already imagine him just standing there and all of a sudden thinking, my hand's getting quite cold, actually.
Never invite Jack to parties.
Note to self, always invite
Yeah.
Jack to parties.
It's,
Never run out of ice, are you kidding?
it's gonna be great. And you just wait until we start dancing, because Tangle Food comes in quite handy.
I mean, technically, it's cold damage as well. So I imagine the glass might be breaking.
I try to hold myself.
Nah, I'm kidding. Rule of cool.
I'm pretty sure Edge at random times of the evening is just going, Jack, could you please?
Just a little shot glass with drink, and then they just put it in.
Just little shot glasses of ice, and then Edge puts that into the whiskey.
It's great. I tried to do it with Edge as well, but whiskey doesn't freeze. So I'm just like,
It's just a very, very cold whiskey, which is nice.
yeah.
Brings a whole dimension also to the whole thing where Jack's like, spit on my face. And then he freezes it. You know, I don't
gross. Why did you
go
go
there?
there? What segue did you follow into such unholy lands?
Charlie,
Maxime gets me. Maxime gets
look,
me.
we've been streaming for 2 hours. That means that Charlie hasn't had sex for 2 hours. He's been getting thirsty, okay?
Yeah, that's fair. That's really fair. Do you want to take a quick break and jack off?
Jack.
Yes, that was intended.
So what are you doing after this, Maxime?
I mean, last week Maxime was laying underneath the table, pleasuring all of us, of course.
Yeah.
Very much true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Best head.
Devious.
Kept biting though.
Love bites.
Well, that might be you. It was all lip hair.
So anyway,
I think this is the dirtiest session we've ever done.
I was so happy with how PG we were
We're
going.
setting a precedent.
It's 2 years of
Yeah.
We're all just
Having
so
fun.
happy to be at the same table.
yeah, peoples.
like normally when we make these kind of jokes, we have to all like pause for each other or Discord and shit while being like, no, you don't get to talk to
Unmute yourself.
Yeah.
We have the power.
Maxime, we can't hear you.
You're muted, Maxine.
The power of rambling.
Oh yes.
Makes jokes, we hear it.
So anyway, as the headmaster of the Corinthian School of Magic, Mython Halquithobrax walks away. You are left with Old Man Diarca as he begins to walk towards the drink table and also tries to fix himself a nice little daiquiri. And he also casts a small little cantrip to chill it a little bit, inspired by your ingenuity. But as he kind of nudges you to walk along, he does begin to speak. It says, "Don't get me wrong, Jack. If you would wish to subscribe to the Corinthian, by all means do so. They have a lot of funding, and their libraries are vast. But you, with the stories that I heard, you caught me more as more of a hedge maze, a hedge mage."
What does that entail?
I feel you are more, shall we say, freezing drinks at a party than sitting down and studying.
Back when I learned magic, we had 10 books, and that was it.
For our viewers, a hedge mage is a mage who lives outside of the structured learning system of regular magic.
And a hedge maze is a maze out of hedges.
Yeah.
Or for those of you who have listened to the podcast, my dad wrote porno, something else entirely.
And a hedge mage is a hedge mage who lives in a hedge maze.
Oh god.
It's a mage who's hired to
Create the hedge mazes.
I am.
There we go.
It's like a druid. But
Yeah, it's just a hedge mage. No, druids.
No, that is very much true. I learned magic back in my village, but we are not as academic. We use our magic on a daily basis, and that's to help feed people. Actually.
What village do you hail from?
Check
By the way,
my
this
backstory.
is a way for me as the DM to force Maxime to write his backstory. By the way.
No, I have it written down, but
so
this is a bit of a problem because it's in the trash right there. I
put it in the trash. Why didn't you write it down?
I haven't heard what village you are from, my good sir.
it is a
You
great.
can make it up now.
I had a name.
Freedom.
I had a name, but I forgot. I didn't write it down.
Make something up and we'll use it as a working
Yeah.
title.
It's a quaint little village. It goes by something by. It was something with a creek, and it was something like Cloudy Creek. Yeah, we have this nice little creek that runs through our village, but it's heavily polluted because we are a big farming community.
Heavy Creek.
Cloud Creek.
Misty Creek.
Doesn't really ring a bell.
Misty Creek?
Misty Creek would also be. I'm a bit tipsy, I have to say.
Creeks for Shire.
No.
I thought it was pronounced Kriegsfortschur.
Yeah, my bad.
No, it's actually just one syllable that you swallow. It's so all people,
Consonants.
yeah, all people in our city, in our village, know that you say and especially it was made by a man who was drunk. So now we just hold on to that title.
I just imagine this guy being like writing on a map like, this is where I'll find my village. No, wait.
And then he had a heart attack and fucking died.
It's just a group of very drunk travelers. So what are we gonna name this place?
Stop talking.
Sir, I understand that you want to name the village this, but we're all out of vowels.
It's when you want to write a word, but the word is too long, so you take out some vowels. You're thinking, we don't do it. We don't
Like
need
the
that.
French.
That is actually how American got like different spelling from British English, because in the American newspapers you had to pay by the letter, so they would like cut off some letters.
Color.
the U.
Yeah, like color. Yeah. All right. So, God damn it, what is this game?
Not Pathfinder, that's for sure.
Right. So,
Yeah.
can't say that place rings a bell though. But
It's quite quaint, to be honest. It's very nice and pleasant, but it's not big. We have one school where we teach magic, and we teach all sorts of stuff. We teach conjuration, abjuration, a little bit of animation, that sort of stuff.
animation even. Interesting.
Yeah, it comes in great. You see, especially in autumn, when the harvest needs to be done, you just need some extra hands. So it's a great way to help the village once again.
Edge comes in again with a glass of whiskey.
Oh, let me.
Interesting though. So, and I'm not sure if a lot of people here will be happy to hear that, but we are talking about animating bodies, necromancy.
Yes. No, it's quite. Actually, we have one in our tavern at the moment. Yeah.
Crone, stop him. Stop him.
I'm not here.
My parents sent this old man of the village, Georgie, to bring us a gift. So I don't know what Georgie's doing actually at the moment. He's probably just. He's just
Like,
Very
And suddenly, out of the room.
zombie apocalypse.
what is Georgie doing at the
I wonder
moment?
what Turkey's doing, and like the water is slowly falling to the zombie apocalypse.
roll initiative.
Yeah, we go back to the party. I hope he's doing okay.
He's probably just relaxing.
Zarel at the lake house is trying to like World War C this thing.
And we're just like, he's probably chillaxing, I think.
I hope he's not getting into trouble.
No, but the Arca stands there and says, "That is very interesting. You wouldn't." Confluence works on a sort of free volunteer basis. Would you be open to maybe drop by and then see if you could perhaps give a small lecture to our students? Yeah.
Quanta costa?
As this is going on, and the Arca has asked you this question, you see a transparent image of Georgie walking up to you, Jack. And it goes, so you see from like behind a green whiff of magical artifact energy coalesces into the spitting, if a little bit glowy, image of Georgie as his hollowed out stomach begins to shamble towards you, and you can already hear like a couple of notes like oh, as he begins to shamble your way.
Oh, Georgie! Oh, there you are! And I tried to hug him. That's...
And as that happens, you pass right through him like, what?
What?
Did you?
Still smell. My hands still smell a bit of red.
Did you?
Totally forgetting that I actually have a red on my shoulder. That it's probably smelling like. Oh, it smells like Georgie.
The old man walks up to you and like, did you bring a zombie to this party?
No,
And like with the
wouldn't
greatest, he
let me.
hopes that you did. He really hope so.
They wouldn't let me.
He would have. He 100% would have.
That is
It's back where I come from. It's quite normal. It comes in quite handy. You can put your gift basket in there, and if you get any gifts or you want to hold your drink for a moment, you can just give it to him. It's a great way to get around.
And it's a great excuse to leave the party. Yeah, sorry, my zombie's rotting. I need to like do the whole.
You always have to keep a spare finger in your pocket and just like, oh no, he's falling apart. We need to get away.
No, but we would love to have you come visit us.
I might
Only if
have
you
some
have time, of
time.
course.
Would you like me to talk about how we do this, or the cultural implications of zombies in our society?
A guest lecture, of course, dealer's choice. But of course, this is a school of magic. So if we could go into more of the details of how these animated people are preserved and how they are used.
Yes, if you want, you could also. It doesn't have to be a human, or it could also be an animal. But if you have anything that's dead, then I could give like a little show, and I can show how we do it. Yes.
Not sure if I can find a corpse.
No, it doesn't have to be a human or something. It could also be a human. It should also be like.
It could also be an orc.
It could also be.
Lesser.
It could also be an elf or something.
Like in the
Also a
D&D lore.
chicken. If you could have like a dead chicken, would be fine as well. It does need its head. It's really weird, but except for the chicken can sometimes animate only the head. But most animals, if you want to animate them, they do need their head.
I'll see what I can do. Fun fact: the original D&D lore states that half orcs come in all different shapes and sizes, but not elves because orcs eat elves. Yeah. like no, they don't mate; they eat them.
It could be like a Black Widow situation. Where a female orc is feeling frisky, and then after the deed is like, I need a snack.
Don't fuck your food.
Why not?
Isn't that a black weight?
It's not your food yet when you're fucking it.
Black Widow
clearly
pregnant.
never bought
They all eat their mates.
You've clearly never bought a cucumber before.
I mean, depending on how often you use it, it turns into a pickle eventually.
Please don't.
No, it'll mold long before you can pick it.
We are escalating.
Like what changes where you put a cucumber?
Yeah.
How horny you are.
Yeah, like what's the expression? The only difference between a good meal and a good time is where you put the cucumber.
So
Damn.
anyway.
No, but we could most definitely acquire some sort of animal carcass for you to work with.
Yeah, that works great. That works great. Yeah.
Splendid.
I will come by. I will go write a quick synopsis of our doings.
Hey, Mython.
Suck it.
He's coming over to me tomorrow. Flip to the bird.
Suck it.
Splendid. Just drop by somewhere in the morning and we'll get you situated then.
Sounds
Very good. Now I'm going to boil some drinks. And we get some water.
Boil things. Awesome.
All right. With that being said, as the evening develops, is there anything any one of you would like to do yet? Oh, Olam?
Yeah, well,
Yeah? Oh,
when
yeah.
the party is starting to get into an
Oh
end.
shit! Yeah, like the music is playing now. It seems like you are picking up some pointers. Perhaps this would be the time to ask Edge if the party is indeed
Pitch.
Edge.
Edge is running a cards game at one of the tables.
I think I'm gonna have a look around to see what the vibe in the rest of the room is.
Very well. Go ahead and make a perception check.
17.
17. It's not too difficult to look around and see that slowly but surely the evening is turning more decadent. The wine is flowing richly, the drinks are being boiled and chilled by mages, and slowly but surely you can see that like the you can see people like to start slouch over a little bit. Like at first everybody was very bombastic and need to be upright, and now people are beginning to laugh a little bit, letting loose, etc., etc. And the band is playing. Like the actual social game slowly but surely begins to stop a little bit, and people are actually starting to just have a good time.
Give it an hour or two.
But you have to.
I will give you a sign when it's time for people to go home. And do I know that you're gonna get naked? Did you tell me that, or did you just ask me to tell you when the party was
I
over?
specifically remember you convincing Olam to go there on like the idea that people will get naked at the end of the party.
No. That was Ape convincing Crystal. I don't know if Edge actually convinced Olam to get naked.
What was the plan behind getting naked?
Olam did-
She was allowed to take off the dress.
I think
Olam
it
did
did.
tell about it.
Yeah, I
like,
think it did.
Olam was vocal of
Because
like, hey, I want to get naked.
Yeah, and I think it's normal. So I think.
What?
No, I will give you a sign when it's time to disrobe.
A quick update. Why did you want to get
Well,
naked?
because I didn't want to wear a lot of clothes, and Tarush told me that at the end of the party, people take off their clothes. But he probably was thinking about getting
If it's a
home.
good party.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I'm going to do it in an hour or so.
At which moment you hear like a somewhat lower born noble from the other side of the table. Hey, so are you in or what? Cards out.
Of course I'm in, you piece of shit. Call.
And the card game continues. At which
Like
moment...
Edge's facade has dropped.
Yeah. And at which point you see like a small monkey hand just outstretched. Pink.
Such a good.
Right. Is there anything else that people would like to do, or are we going to fast forward to Olam getting naked?
Would Crowan try to seduce someone? I've been thinking this for like the last 20 minutes. Would he do anything? No, apparently he would just.
Are you drunk yet?
He's definitely drunk. Yeah.
Then you were.
I think if someone would pay him attention, he would respond. But I don't think he would initiate it.
Crowan seems like the type of guy that when he gets drunk, he either gets incredibly sensitive and depressive about his past,
Yeah.
or he's gonna fuck the first thing that pays him attention. And since
Both.
you're doing the thing on the dance floor, I mean, you are one of the heroes that just saved the city. I'm pretty sure there's a couple maidens out there weighing their chances.
I think that's she.
Go ahead and
If has got the money.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Or, as eventually during the evening the drinks flow into your blood and give you the bravado to see if you can.
I got a 17. How good am I?
17? Like you look around the room and you see a couple of individuals that could pique your interest.
Someone got very drunk.
For one, you see that there are like some arm candies here and there that are being brought as nobility, like some children of noble people. Like there are also some real nobility that you might like get frisky with, but all of them seem to be accompanied by like their partners.
Yeah.
But what you also see is that like as a party also of House Quintessent and the Silver Sentinels, you also see like some faces that you recognize. Eventually you see a group that are basically off-duty cops, like off-duty Silver Sentinels. And as you look that way, you do lock eyes with a human girl, like mid to late 20s, that does like give you a little bit of a smile before she goes back talking with
Behind there.
Right. How do you approach? Dating sim, here we go.
Yeah. Do I get a choice menu?
Yeah.
This is-
that needs multiple choice. Otherwise,
This is
I can do this.
This is the fantasy that we can play out. Now I actually have the audacity to walk up to a girl and talk to her.
Okay, Crowan.
Yeah.
You hear Tarush whispering into your ear from a distance.
It's like, compliment the personality, not the looks.
Like you did with the other one.
Unless they seem insecure about their looks, then compliment the looks.
You hear Jack in your other ear using a message spell. Say how hot she is.
And then use an ice spell because it's funny.
Edge from a few tables over is just pointing at her drink and then pointing at the girl and then pointing at her drink.
Crowan throws drink at girl. I got confused.
Crowan grabs his mace. He's like, "You're under arrest."
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just go beeline towards her and say, "So, you're a dancer or a drinker?"
I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about you just throwing a drink and going just like, huh? Yes.
Edge would be like,
So, you see her talk to like basically work friends, like colleagues. Half long, dirty blonde hair, like tight in a bun. Pretty like a little bit of a strict girl. And as you walk up to her, go ahead and make either. You know what?
Intimidation. Let's go.
Make an initiative roll.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
No, you know what? You know what? I'll give it to you. You're trained in intimidation. Like this is just you being assertive. Like, hey, what are you? Like, whoa. So we'll see how it goes.
Like it's a swag thing. You're
Yeah,
a
it's a swag.
celebrity right now. You're
I'm trying to put her off guard.
you are
get that groupie.
honor again.
The guard is gonna put her off guard. Intimidation check.
Oh, if it's an intimidation without my mask, it's gonna be a 26.
26. Yeah, that'll be a success. At
I
which
don't know if intimidating somebody into dancing or fucking you is that good of an idea, girl.
It's
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Intimidation
Continue.
is in a loose sense.
like she is now currently holding a drink, and as you walk up to her and say these words, you catch her a little bit off guard, and she takes a sip, but like chokes on a little bit, and just goes like, drinking.
Very well.
At which point, like her two friends are just like, oh.
Takes a drink and then, yeah, drinks next to her.
Thank you.
And yeah, gives. Did she finish her drink or?
Not yet, but like.
Just break the ball.
Thank
Ready
you.
for it. You're welcome.
Oh, like wipes her hand because like she coughed a little bit over it, and outstretches it and just goes, "Hi, Sarah. Hello."
Firm handshake. Crowan.
A little bit firm, but more on the side of that she is a little bit anxious about this and still a little bit intimidated. Hi. Once again, thank you so much for the service that you have done to the city and to the Silver Sentinels.
You're very much welcome. I'm sure you did your part as well.
We tried to do, of course. Nice outfit.
I literally just have my arm. Oh.
No. You had a good.
No, he
He bought it like 2 sizes
Excuse
too
me.
small.
Take back the words.
Still working?
Well, you know, when you used to be a guard, you never put your guard down.
Go ahead and make a just straight up charisma check.
Yeah.
It will work on me if he's hot enough.
It's a 7.
7. Oh, right, I understand. Yeah, because you're. So. What have you've been? How you were a guard?
In Corsica, yes.
Torsica. Oh, that's a little bit down south, isn't it? A little bit.
Yes.
Right. So, but now a Silver Sentinel, or?
We were under the employ of the 7 Silver Sentinels. We were only glad to help.
Right, I saw you enter with Bradley, the Captain Bradley.
Yeah.
Captain Quincent. Sorry. Sorry, I'm a bit new to the Silver Sentinels myself.
Oh, you don't say. Since when have you enrolled?
Just got out of the academy. Bootcamp was rigorous, but just almost 3 months now.
No. Oh, good job. Yeah, I heard they have a very strict enrollment process.
Well, yeah, but they're also in dire need for more men. Honestly, if you guys are looking for more work, the Silver Sentinels can also use you, I think.
With such company by your side, that might seem like a very good offer. That was the most income. Autocorrected. I could have worded that way better. I'm drunk, okay?
And she just goes, have you heard what kind of problems there are nowadays?
Oh, we mostly heard about the plague, but that's now solved, so...
Yeah, well, the thing is that if we would have more manpower within the city, then perhaps we were even capable of addressing it more. Like, not having to rely on like, with no offense, of course, outsiders such as yourself. But the waters have become more and more dangerous.
The waters?
Yeah, there's word of this, basically a pirate queen. She calls herself the Red Queen, and it has been taking a lot of manpower outside of the city to protect the waters.
The Red Queen, you say, and
she happens to be a half elf with 2 different colored eyes.
Maybe.
this sounds like something that needs to be addressed.
Well, yeah, that's also why people like me are signing up. Not sure what vessel I will be stationed on, but I'm not going to be a arm of the law here within the city limits. I will be out there on the waters.
Seems like a good life. I hope you stay safe.
Pays well. So, how about you? What are the plans for the pack, saviors of Farwater?
Yeah. I have some issues I need to attend to, but I'm not sure how to solve them yet. So I'm pretty much open.
Issues? I don't mean to pry, but
he gets slightly uncomfortable, as you can see.
oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's no problem. I mentioned it myself. It's I seem to have been attacked by a haunting.
A haunting?
Yeah, and that would be a problem if it persists. But for now, it's only been the one time.
Right.
And I kind of need to investigate on it.
Well, if there's one group of people that know of undead and the like, it would be the priest in the Halls of Passage.
Halls of Passage?
Yeah, the Halls of Passage. It's the basically the entrance into the crypts underneath the city, where if you have enough money to pay, you are buried there. It's lorded over by priests of the Raven Queen, and honestly, like they have busy work with making sure that no undead rise up from the graves.
Thank you. That's very helpful. Thanks.
Yeah. I didn't see any of the priests here at the party though, but then again, this isn't really their forte. They have their own work to do, I think.
Sure. So yeah. So when are you leaving?
Not sure yet. For now, I'm still stationed here within the city limits, and yeah. So, but that will change rather.
I'm gonna.
quickly,
I assume we're sitting on a table or something.
If you would wish it, yeah.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna slightly play footsie with her, like accidentally slip my foot against her own foot, see if she backs away.
Aren't you standing?
Apparently they're sitting.
Okay.
I was thinking I was sitting at the table.
They
because,
put see at the standing table.
yeah.
Go ahead and make a straight up charisma check.
Let's try again. That's a 10.
10?
And when you roll on your charisma check, you roll on your charisma check.
Those dice are heavy.
Let's see, what's a good love die? Good love.
Love die, good love die.
Oh, that's a good love die. All right, so she needs to roll lower than you.
Oh damn, okay, go die.
50-50. 50-50.
Oh, yay!
There we go. That's a 6. All right, so as you begin to footsie with her, you do see a little bit of a blush on her face, and she just like goes a little bit like this, and doesn't address it. She just lets it happen and goes on with the conversation, not really knowing how to react. So she's just not gonna. She seems to.
We have been.
What's the word? Reciprocate.
Reciprocate.
That's the word.
Okay.
And we're just gonna brabble a little bit, and you guys will finish up.
Can I roll some dice to see how much money I've made so far?
Go ahead.
Like a D4, 6, and 8 for gold, silver, and copper.
You can lose.
Now go
some
ahead and
money.
make a lore underworld check. You know how to gamble.
Not bad against me.
17.
17? Roll me a... I am a generous god today. Roll me a d12 for silver pieces that you have seconded from people.
Aww.
You should do 1? 3?
3.
All right. So basically the blinds are just copper pieces. And there's like a hefty amount of simple coinage that are found. But it's mostly fun to just see how you can like
I'm
humiliate
reading these
the,
people
yeah.
like a library book.
You're mostly playing with like the sons of the nobles attending this. You know, the bored
Yeah, the
18-year-old.
the actual high nobility wouldn't
But
as easily
those
sit on
people
table.
would put down fucking money because they're 18-year-olds throwing
They-
around daddy's coin.
They did, and now Dad's like, no, nothing that's.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair.
All right. So as we I think can fade to black there, you will have a very lovely time with Sarah.
Nice.
And
I should remember her name.
Yeah.
Do
It's
you?
okay if you don't. You're drunk.
She eventually does say like, can we perhaps go to your place though? I'm still technically living with my parents.
No problem.
That's no problem.
No.
Wait, you're sharing your room with us.
Care.
Like,
There's
you
just-
have ID for
there's gonna be-
You will find the door closed.
Like he joined the cops.
Yeah,
She's gotta be
she's
18.
like between 25 and 30.
There's
somewhere
gonna
in
be a
that range.
piece of armor on the door, and you know what that means.
A goblin.
No, it's the
Frog
cod
piece.
piece. Yeah, the cod piece.
Yep.
So who
Every
slept
time
on
you walk up to the door, you try to open it, and you're like, oh my god, it's a cop.
who slept in a room with Crowan?
You did. No, wait, you were with us.
No.
Rowan and-
No,
we
we
were with Crowan.
we were the three.
Yeah.
So.
So you've got a
You're-
zombie in your room.
Wizard room, wizard
Why
room.
does he have what? What?
No, we are with
Yeah.
Crowan.
Yeah, but we had the biggest room, and I think we told Zorel to put the zombie in our room.
No, I think we thought no, he was in storage.
Yeah, the zombie is kept. Georgie is kept in a storage space.
Well, I guess we need to find you. No, because I was gonna bring home a
Well, I'm
buddy
getting
too.
dressed soon.
And you
so-
failed up
Wait,
to
were we
now.
Not
not
yet.
talking about the cat situation, but now it's a zombie situation. It's like,
Edge, while you are playing cards, you do see like out of the corner of your eye, outside of the group, you do see like the little bit of the cat from Alice, like the grin, like the sparkling white teeth just go up with like a blue and a red eye in the darkness and the shadows over there. He's not joining in on the fun per se, but he does like give you a glance for a moment. Apparently pleased with the shenanigans that you are.
Is
Having.
the party? How's the party going?
I will say that at this point, as we are getting into
People are-
friskiness and
Yeah,
stuff,
people are starting to go
yeah,
home.
I think it is time.
Yeah. So
This time.
Edge whistles on their fingers, which I can't do and still want to learn. Just like a really, really fucking loud whistle. And as everyone, I assume, including Olam, turns over, Edge just nods and pulls at her, pulls a little bit at her shoulder to signal that it is time. And in
There.
a sense of thank you, in a sense of solidarity, is going to undress at the same time as Olam.
yes.
All right, so who would you be talking to as of this moment?
Oh, I'm sitting at my gambling
Oh,
table.
all right. So you were just gambling, like lesser nobility, drunken red noses surround you,
Red
and
rosy
eventually
cheeks.
red rosy cheeks, and eventually it's like, oh, it's time. Just
I'm already.
Well,
done.
first whistle, look at my friend, and then we both get naked. Like
then-
a naked albino tiefling and a black galaxy panther. Like,
At which moment, like one person opposite of you at the gambling table, like pipe in mouth, just like gapes it open, pipes falls out of mouth, cards fall out of hands, gunk gulping at you.
and I'm going to make a little noise at Nux to tell him to grab what he can right now.
God, the naked woman, Jack. Yeah, the naked,
Yeah, just like
naked person.
Jack,
Last one of the night. Go ahead and make a
Last one of the
stealth
night.
check.
Jack
See how
sees
it
this
is.
happening. No, I'm gonna help a little bit. Jack
Oh,
sees this happening.
22.
Ooh.
Jack sees this happening, and Jack is not up to date on this plan, so he's kind of like, what's going on here? So I cast Obscuring Mist. I'm just like, well, let me help a little bit.
So
We are voluntarily taking our
I
clothes
do
off,
not-
and you're covering us up.
I do not know that. I see you getting naked. I'm like, what is going on here?
you cast Obscuring Mist.
Obscuring Mist.
All right.
Wait, I'm not naked yet, so this is not on me.
No, I would have waited for Olam to start taking her
Oh
clothes
no,
off
but
before I would
planned
take off
for
mine.
like where I'm going to do this.
Are you gonna climb up on a table?
No, on the podium.
To be honest, I do not see them undressing. I see them naked, so I'm like, what happened
So
to
that
their
hasn't
clothes?
even happened yet.
I just-
Okay.
Okay, so we have to
holding
retcon
off
it a
on
little
her.
bit.
Yeah, retcon a little bit because I'm not getting naked until
In
Olam does.
that case, as we pause what the rest of us are doing, Olam.
Okay, so I feel since we are the ones starting this, and this is a common thing that
feel
people
frisky
do
is
on
what you
party,
feel.
maybe they just need a sign to do it. So I am going
one's getting
on the
naked yet?
stage, yeah,
on the stage.
and I'm going to take my clothes off to show them that it's time to do it.
Because of course you do. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, real quick.
I mean, we were doing like a pretty serious storyline up until then.
Yeah, what happened?
We were
Yeah.
doing a serious
It's
storyline
a
until we
party.
started playing at this table.
I love the twister thing.
Getting naked at a party, freezing people's drinks.
My perception is the 21.
21, all right. Now, as you begin to walk up towards the stage, you do like realize that like even if you don't really have like social cues or context, to be naked and to be seen is a vulnerable thing, right? Like, you can and no, but you can instinctively like feel that nonetheless. So as you begin to walk upward, this is exciting. And your heart your heart begins to pound a little bit, and you are feeling like this rush of emotion and even a little bit of ecstasy running through your body as you also feel red, and you feel presence here as you are going to do something very outputting and emotional, and he is all for it, or they're all for it, and you feel like this rush of almost spiritual energy running through you.
Does it make
You-
your
you are-
galaxy fur prettier?
You are a little bit on drugs right now, and as you begin to walk up, you disrobe,
Yeah.
and you see as you disrobe, like a flush of red, orange that then turns back into purple and the black of your galaxy fur as you begin to twinkle there on stage. Go ahead and roll me either performance or just a straight up charisma. Like if you're not really having bonuses for performance, I think, right? Yeah, but then we'll just make it a just straight
Yeah, that's just
charisma check.
charisma, I think.
Like I have in my head, I have like the scale of DCs for
Oh,
skills
right,
you are
right,
proficient
right,
in.
right.
But otherwise, I'll adjust it to like the normal things.
Purple one, because you've got purple stuff.
What's the dice?
No, this. Yeah.
Roll it.
We're discussing dice right now.
Very important.
Oh no, but it hit the cable. Can she roll it again?
No, don't do
That's not how it works.
Yes, I'm a generous god.
No,
I rolled a 15 here. I rolled a 15.
No. Pick the one you feel good with.
You sure?
You're a
Golden.
doormat out there, a doormat.
You sure?
Yes, I am.
Only
And we will see the roll next time on the Teledice.
the only girl here is doing this.
Yeah, it's just like
You're
moving
asking for a
everything.
reroll.
It touched the
Wow!
touched the table.
Shut up, Charlie!
Touch the table.
Hero point?
Does Alam have a hero point?
Crone and Jack, no. I will give the chat. I will give the chat a moment. If someone can bestow Crystal with a hero point,
Don't bestow yourself a hero point.
not us. We can do it.
Can you get me a
Amen. Wait.
beverage from the fridge in the meantime while we wait for the chat, Vincent?
And everyone else.
Well, I mean, as long as you're going on a beer run, I'll have one.
No.
Oh, there we have it. There we have it. All right.
Hey.
Doja MVP. All right, here we go. Here we go.
This baby.
Natural one.
Disgusting.
That's better. It's 13.
13. All right.
Yeah.
As you jump up on the stage, you disrobe, and this swirl of color dances across your fur for a moment. You do look, and everyone can see like your eyes just go wide for a moment, like, oh my god, everybody's looking at me. Everybody's looking at me.
Especially because I
Scary.
whistled beforehand.
This is scary. It's kind of exhilarating.
And then Edge gets on top of the poker table and also disrobes.
And like your heart is racing, and indeed from the back of the room you see Edge slam her cards on the table. Their cards on the table, and then slam their robes on the table. At which point you cast.
I hear.
Are you?
I'm just doing my stuff, and I hear reactions of people. So I look around. I see Olam naked. I see Edge naked. And I just think there's something going on. There's something wrong. So I cast obscuring mist through the whole building.
And for a moment we see Edge in all their glory, but then the obscuring mist. At which moment,
So nobody can see shit right now.
all right.
It's a concealing mist. Yes.
But I'm sorry.
So I just rolled for a general what you call it, like reaction from the crowd. And that was a natural one. So as you cast obscuring mist, the only thing that people hear are like some gasps, and then a mist, and panic begins to break out. As someone says, "We're being attacked! Assassin! Assassin!" People are panicking right now.
20-foot burst. You can't do the whole room.
Yeah, but like in that place, like people begin to run out of the mist, screaming, afraid of what the hell is going on there. You can hear Bradley like draw his sword. Sheik, is the shepherd back?
I think this is a good time to leave.
How much did Nox grab off of the poker table during the obscuring?
With a 22 on your stealth,
Yeah.
with like the added benefit of this obscuring mist, I will say.
I mean, I've already almost doubled the gold that I started with.
Yeah,
So-
but I'm feeling generous today.
Jack is just taking a bottle of rosé. That's it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm just gonna swipe a bottle of whiskey
It's free anyway.
Very nice,
So
very nice.
why not take the whole bottle?
and ask, like, if I see you outside, I'm gonna ask you to do the thing to the bottle.
That is privacy.
Get
the thing.
nice
Right.
That little frost thing around it.
I
Yeah.
just imagine after all of you left, like with your loot, then Church will be left behind and just look at one of the other nobles and be like, huh, they left before the orgy. I don't get it.
At which moment, Edge, like as you are still in the mist, eventually you hear Nox just jump on your shoulder, and you got him, and you can hear that he has something like hard in his teeth, like, and he gives you something, and like you can't really look at it right now, but it's like something of stone, something.
Feels like a stone.
Feels like a stone.
Does it feel like a smooth diamond-like stone?
It doesn't feel like a cut gem. It feels as a basically just a polished pebble.
Right.
Feels like that.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I'm still gonna give him some scritches.
Yeah.
And as soon as we're out of the mist a little bit, I'm gonna look for Jason.
So what are you guys doing as Edge is trying to bamf out of the mist?
I have a frozen bottle of whiskey.
Like, are you guys bouncing?
Yeah.
Like, are you just
Yeah.
like, this is our cue to exit the party?
This wasn't quite what I expected would happen, that would happen.
Natural one.
Yeah, I think it's time to go. So I grab a bottle of rosé and I just head out of the building.
Well, I'm vibing over here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use Spray of Stars. But like,
No, but in
not
the mist,
on
it looks like
people.
fireworks.
Yeah, but in the sky, so it's not going to hit, or hopefully
Anyone.
not
That's
going
gonna
to
look
hit
like the
anything.
ceiling is on fire.
Very well.
No, but just like, to be pretty.
So you cast Rain of Stars.
Spray.
Spray of Stars, sorry. Which will then rain down a little bit because you do it in the air. All right, and with that, the coloration of your fur is jetted outward out of your hands with this spell casting as like a beautiful rain of all different kinds of colors is jetted out into the air. You feel really good about this. The people are shouting, screaming.
Yeah, I wanted to do no, but
I was already.
more fun.
I already left, by the way.
You left together with Sarah.
You are balls
I'm
deep
gone.
in some novice right now.
So as this is happening, like you know that sensation where you lose feeling in your legs. You're like,
Yeah.
and Tarush is just kind of looking at all of this happening, and he just falls back into some chair, and he's just like, oh my, by the 11th, what? Oh my gosh. And he just sits there for a few seconds while several Knowers are like, are you okay?
No, they don't care. They're all running away, Terrence.
And they're all running away, and Tarush is like, can I salvage this?
You probably can.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm like, yes, it's what the cat folk do. I don't know. I'll make up some racist. I'll make up something racist to make it okay.
It's time to say thank you.
This sounds like a typical white man.
I'll make up something racist. I love it. Oh my god.
Well, go ahead, Tarush, do your thing.
Sorry.
Like, oh no, this is just like, we all know that when catfolk are aroused, they excrete a certain cloud of mist halfway across the room.
I thought all girls expelled stars when they were happy. Is that not
Right? Yeah, no, that's true. But only if they're really happy.
No, they fart rainbows. Right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but okay. So Tarush definitely, as everyone's gone, he does stay behind. He doesn't go along with the plan. He's like, I know where they sleep. I'll find them later.
I know where to sleep.
So,
Weet waar je bed slaapt.
Ik weet waar je huis woont.
so he's just gonna be like, he's just gonna play it off like a kind of a joke. Like, yes, I know. But I am, in fact, the only nobleman in the pack. And trust me, this display here, it's nothing
It's
compared
fine.
to what I have to go through on a daily basis.
And eventually, like, the chaos settles down a little bit. But you did make a nice little getaway, a couple of you. As the chaos still ensues, like, you see Jason on the other side, like, good party.
I'm gonna. Is he still inside? Because Edge would have gone for the patio.
As in, where Jason is? Jason is now still, like, inside, like, just looking around a little bit, seeing the chaos ensue.
Okay, then Edge is gonna tap the glass, hold up the bottle of whiskey, and just walk into the woods. No, there are no woods here. We're in the middle of a city.
A park?
There's woods nearby.
Walk into the park, yeah, you have
At least it's not the
I believe
bathroom.
there's woods nearby.
Yeah, just some sort of
Outside of-
trees where
outside of
we
the city
can screw
limits.
in the bushes.
Alleyway.
But like, Farwater is a big city, and you are like in the heart of the heart right now. So if you wish to,
I'm gonna turn around.
Let me put the map.
yeah, to get out of the city, you would have to walk like half an hour, 45 minutes.
But privacy
wood
is
together.
just
Right now, you guys are like right over here.
Right over there.
Over there.
Scroll, zoom out,
Right over there.
buddy.
Like you have like the.
You just zoomed in,
There
Charles.
are basically. Oh dear.
He's
I
zooming
know.
in.
Dude, I know, but
Maybe if you say it a couple of more times, then he will.
Charlie, zoom out! Zoom out!
At the very heart of Farwater, you have like these two basic gigantic fortresses. The southern one is the Silver Citadel, and then where you are in right now, that is right over here, is a gigantic citadel known as the House of Trade, and this is basically where all of the commerce is.
Right, so I'll walk to the beach. I'll walk towards the beach.
Let's get away.
Towards the water.
All right.
Just
With
like,
that,
still naked, just like holding my robes over my shoulder.
Okay.
go ahead and, with advantage, you'll roll twice to take the higher one for diplomacy.
Roll a decency check. Oh, you failed. Oh.
That's 22.
22. Jason looks at the crowd, looks at you, looks at the crowd. Fair enough. All right, Olam. What is it that you would like to do now in all of your Galaxy Panther naked glory?
That's a good question. Well, everybody's calming down right now, right?
Goes feral.
Like if you wanna find some Furbies, there are probably some to be found.
Furbies or furries?
Furries.
I thought
The Furbies.
He did say
Furbies?
something.
Sorry.
He said Furbies.
No, but that's not.
Maybe you could find even Furbies.
Just
Who knows?
because I'm a cat doesn't mean that's my thing.
No.
You're not a cat.
Because you're a cat. Because you're a cat, it's their thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking, Crystal, you're being fetishized.
Damn it, again.
Stories of life.
Well, the party is ending, but I just found out what drinking is, so I think I'm going to do a couple more drinks, but also make notes of how people reacted and how I felt. And like doing that on a table while I'm still naked because I'm not going to.
Dear
And I want to drag my dress with my tail behind me. I'm not going to carry it with my tail.
You're gonna Go ahead and make me a fortitude saving throw. See how well you can handle your liquor. today.
Last time she did not.
No,
Then that.
but everybody left, so nobody's going to take me home now.
Well, that's true. Oh, fuck, she's
26.
so screwed.
Yeah, it's
No,
fine.
Kurush is still there.
Yeah, but he is going
You're
home.
pretty good. You, it seems like with the invigoration that has bestowed upon you, it seems that your physique is in peak form this evening.
I mean, but
So I can handle more.
You can handle it.
I can
Kurush is an
She's
asshole, but he's
pushing
not
it.
an asshole.
Yeah. He's gonna make sure she gets home. And
with-
you know about the cop piece on the door. You know what that means, so you wouldn't put her in there. That's a good thing to know. Edge is probably not gonna make it home tonight.
And with that, as Olam and Tarush stay behind, mingling with nobility, exploring sexuality, people are dragged off to different corners to tend to zombies, sleep with novices.
Put our guard down.
Put your guard down.
Nice.
And slowly but surely, throughout all of Farwater, the night finds each and every one of you. And as you go to sleep and are going to discuss where your journey will take you next, we will end today's session.
There you.
We did 3 things and joked about sex. Like that's what we did.
Sounds like a successful game.
Every
had encounters.
It's like an unwinding session.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Like,
true.
it's
Yeah.
a session where we joke, we party, and we make a lot of sex.
And we fuck.
So join in next week to when we are gonna kill each other.
Yeah. Again.
PvP time.
Promised Crowlin that they wouldn't
Yeah, I did almost
Hurt
kill Jack though.
Tarush
I
anymore.
almost killed Jack. So who knows?
I did
Maybe
not make-
I got a taste of it.
I didn't make any promises. So.
We didn't turn into giant wasps again and try to kill
That
each
was
other.
fun though.
That was fun, but it was also like
We just all immediately embraced the wasps and dicks. Just immediately, like, I'm gonna kill you and impregnate you with weird
Oh, that was
eggy
weird.
That's how wasps work in this game, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god, it's like we had no chill.
yeah, just immediately.
Like wasps.
But for now, though, we are going to bed.
Yes.
So, thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you next week again as we continue the marvelous misadventures of the pack. For now, enjoy the last 2 hours of your weekend. We love you. Good luck. Bye-bye. And stuff.
Yes.
Is it Sunday yet?
Nice. The end screen is going to show a wrong time right now.
What?
How did I